At the beginning of the story, our main character says, "My name is Qin Chen, and I'm an orphan. Since childhood, the old master took care of me because he liked me. Because of that, everyone in the Lin family hated me. When I grew up, he arranged my marriage with his granddaughter. But she never treated me as anything more than a servant. Even after trying for 3 years to make things work, she falsely accused me of harassing her younger sister. Using that as an excuse, they threw me out of the house. They even hired goons to beat me so badly that I couldn't even stand properly. But as they say, life gives every loser a second chance. When I opened my eyes, I found myself in a completely different world, and in front of me stood a divine dragon. When I asked who it was, it told me that I was its sole heir. As soon as it said that, it granted me immense power and warned me that I could no longer live as a loser. When Qin Chen opens his eyes again, he finds himself lying on a hospital bed. He thinks, my mind is now filled with powerful martial arts and medical techniques. That dragon? Was it my father? Just then, a girl standing nearby says, "The doctor is about to arrive, so I'll take my leave." Qin Chen replies, "Thank you for saving me. By the way, what's your name? I'll definitely repay your kindness in the future." The girl was shocked to see that all the wounds on Qin Chen's body have already healed. She says, "There's no need to thank me. I was just trying to earn some good karma for my grandfather." Qin Chen asks, "What happened to your grandfather?" She replies, "He has a strange illness and it's very difficult for him to survive." Qin Chen says, "I can help you. Take me to him." On the other side, the grandfather's doctor was saying, "You're completely fine. The only issue is that your body's vital energy has decreased." At that moment, Qin Chen arrives and says, "If you can't treat him, then don't give false reassurance." His forehead is turning dark. If he doesn't get proper treatment within 10 minutes, anything could happen. Annoyed, the doctor snaps, "Who are you? What nonsense are you talking about? My name is Dr. Liao, and I'm the best doctor in this city. I've already examined him. He's perfectly fine." Qin Chen responds, "If something happens to him, will you take responsibility?" The doctor replies confidently, "I trust my treatment completely. I didn't buy my degree from a scrap dealer. I earned it through study." Just then, the grandfather suddenly starts coughing up blood. Panicking, Miss Su says, "Doctor, what's happening to Grandpa? You said you didn't buy your degree from a scrap dealer. Then why isn't he getting better?" The doctor, confused, says, "Everything was fine until now. How did his condition suddenly worsen?" She says urgently, "Do something. Call an ambulance. We need to take him to the hospital immediately." Qin Chen interrupts, "That won't be necessary." He places his hand on the grandfather's head and mutters a strange chant. "Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse." The young lady says in shock, "What nonsense are you saying? There's no way you can cure him with some random chant." But then, Qin Chen's power takes effect, and the grandfather was completely healed. The doctor was stunned, thinking, what kind of joke is this? Maybe I should just tear up my degree. However, using his power leaves Qin Chen exhausted. The grandfather says, "Young man, I will never forget your kindness. Tell me, what do you want? Whatever you ask for, you shall receive." Qin Chen replies, "If your granddaughter hadn't helped me today, I might have died. So how can I ask for anything in return from the person who saved my life?" Miss Su says, "Anyone else would have done the same in my place. But what you did, even the top doctors in the city couldn't do that. I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Suan. Your name is Qin Chen, right?" Qin Chen smiles. "Nice to meet you." He thinks she's not only beautiful, but also kind. She even remembered my name after hearing it just once. She then takes him aside and asks, "How long will my grandfather live?" The grandfather laughs and says, "Life and death are matters of fate. We shouldn't worry unnecessarily. Since I survived today, we should celebrate with a grand party." Qin Chen says, "Sorry, I have some urgent work." At that moment, his ex-wife messages him, telling him to come home immediately to sign some papers. He says, "It's important, so I need to leave. I'll complete your treatment when I return." Miss Su says, "All right, I'll walk you out." After they leave, the grandfather says, "Investigate that boy. Find out his family background. He's definitely not ordinary." When Qin Chen arrives at the Lin residence, he sees many guards standing outside. His ex-wife says, "After getting beaten, why didn't you come back home? There was nothing between us anyway. To officially end things, I need your signature on these divorce papers. Also meet him. He's the CEO of Senzui Group, my future husband. I had already started dating him while I was married to you." Qin Chen replies coldly, "I feel sorry for old Master Lin. How can such a good man have such a disgraceful granddaughter? I stayed with you for 3 years, and you never treated me like a human being. Fine, I've signed the papers. From now on, don't ever show me your face again. I'm letting this go only because of old Master Lin. Next time, be careful when you stand in front of me." Just then, his ex-wife angrily shouts from behind, "How dare you speak to me like that?" Just then, Suan says, "Qin Chen, are you done with your work?" Qin Chen replies, "Were you waiting for me? I didn't know that, otherwise I would have come sooner." Suan says, Come on, you have no business staying among these useless people. Hearing this, Qin Cheng's ex-wife was shocked and says, she's so beautiful. Yan scoffs and says, you must have hired an actress just to make you jealous. On the other side, a bodyguard reports to the grandfather, we've investigated that man. His background isn't anything special. He's an orphan who was adopted by Old Master Lin 20 years ago, and 3 years ago he was married to his granddaughter. The grandfather asks, are you talking about the Lin family from the capital? The bodyguard replies, no, they don't belong to such a powerful family. The grandfather says, then I don't know them. If his background is so ordinary, then where did he get such knowledge from? The bodyguard adds, he has no medical experience at all. The grandfather frowns and says, looks like I overestimated him. How can someone heal a person just by placing a hand on their head and chanting something? Call Dr. Sun for treatment. Meanwhile, Qin Chen says to Suan, I need to recover my energy before I can treat your grandfather. Give me 5 minutes. After Suan leaves, Qin Chen thinks, I already used my power once, but now I don't know how to treat Grandpa. I have many medical techniques, but they require spiritual energy. What I really need is an alchemy technique, and now I finally have it. He then tells a maid, bring me all the medicines I asked for. At the same time, Dr. Sun says, Grandpa, your condition is very serious. If you were 10 years younger, we might have been able to save you by replacing your blood, but your current body won't be able to handle that pressure. Suan says, Grandpa, Qin Chen said he can cure you. The grandfather replies calmly, my child, we must accept fate. Just then, Qin Chen walks in and says, fate only favors the brave. Here, take this pill. It will save your life. Everyone immediately covers their noses and says, what a horrible smell. We've never smelled anything this bad before. Qin Chen says, this is my first time making a pill, so there were some mistakes. It may smell bad, but it's extremely effective. Dr. Sun mocks him. If I asked you to eat it yourself, would you? Qin Chen replies, but it will cure Grandpa. Besides, do we have any other way to save him? Suan urges, Grandpa, what are you waiting for? The grandfather says, you can't even tolerate the smell and you want me to eat it? Dr. Sun examines the pill and says, it's actually made from real herbs. If this pill works, I'll apologize for everything I said. Qin Chen smirks, then be ready to apologize. The grandfather places the pill in his mouth and swallows it. Suddenly, he feels a surge of power throughout his body. Suan asks anxiously, what's happening to Grandpa? Dr. Sun says in shock, not only is his body recovering, but he has become 10 years younger. Now we can proceed with a blood transfusion. Young man, what kind of medicine did you create? It's incredible. Qin Chen replies, did you really think I'd reveal my secret formula that easily? The grandfather says, Qin Chen, forgive me for doubting you. I have a villa in the hills. Starting today, it's yours. Qin Chen hesitates. How can I accept something so valuable? The grandfather replies, compared to my life, it's nothing. You must accept it. Looking at the villa, Qin Chen says, it's beautiful. Just then, his ex-wife arrives and says mockingly, only the rich own villas in these hills. What is a trash like you doing here? Qin Chen replies calmly, I should be the one asking, what are you doing outside my house? She laughs and says, looks like my men hit your head too hard. Your brain has stopped working. Yang adds, looks like you're stalking my fiancé. Brother Tiger, go teach this bastard a lesson. Tiger steps forward and says, who dares cause trouble for my brother? Suan suddenly speaks, Tiger, you've got some nerve, standing against me for these worthless people. Throw them out right now, or it won't end well for you. Tiger immediately folds his hands and says, forgive me, Miss Su. I didn't know they were troubling you. He then slaps Qin Chen's ex-wife and says, how dare you offend Miss Su? If I see you anywhere near this villa again, I'll drag you out by your hair. Yang angrily says, you look tough, but you've got no guts. You got scared just seeing a girl. Tiger replies, if you knew who she really is, you'd be scared too. Inside, Suan and Qin Chen were peacefully enjoying a meal. Suan says, how could anyone divorce someone as amazing as you? Qin Chen replies, honestly, our marriage was just for show. I never treated her as my wife, and she never treated me as her husband. Suan thinks, that means I still have a chance. Who knows what the future holds? 3 days later, we see Qin Chen cultivating. He says, the spiritual energy in Longzhou Mountain is very low. But fortunately, my father set up a formation within a 100-mile radius, which is helping me level up quickly. I need to grow stronger fast and establish myself in this city. Only then can I be worthy of Suan. Right now, I'm not good enough, but everything will change in the future. Just then, Qin Chen notices Yang arriving outside his house with a group of men. They shout, if Tiger wasn't here yesterday, we would have beaten you to a pulp. Qin Chen calmly says, do you really think Tiger is a fool? The men respond, when did we say that? He's much stronger than us. Qin Chen says, when he didn't even dare to offend me. Where are you getting the courage from? There must be a reason why he chose to make an enemy out of Yang, but not me. Hearing this, Yang's men hesitate and say, he's actually right. What if picking a fight with him ends up being dangerous for us? Yang snaps. Just beat him up. I'll handle everything else. Qin Chen smirks and says, now I understand why you people work as thugs, because you only have muscle, not brains. With just a single slap, he knocks one of the goons down badly. The remaining goons step back and say, we're not fighting him, he's too strong. Yang shouts, why are you giving up before even trying? Just then, Yang gets a phone call. Lin Qi informs him, Grandpa's condition has suddenly worsened. Come to the hospital immediately. Qin Chen asks, what happened to Grandpa? Yang replies coldly, that's none of your concern, and leaves. Qin Chen thinks, no matter how badly the Lin family treated me, they never completely disowned me. I should go and check on him. He then tells the goons, give me a ride. At the hospital, the doctor has already given up. Yan Li says, doctor, take this money and keep this old man alive on a ventilator for a week. Once the wedding is done, it won't matter whether he lives or dies. Just then, Qin Chen arrives and says, this is Dr. Sun, the best doctor here. Let him take a look at Grandpa. The doctor steps forward and says politely, you must be the great Dr. Sun. It's an honor to meet you. If you perform the operation, this old man will surely recover. Lin Qi was confused and thinks, how does this nobody know such a famous doctor? Yang Li mutters, that Suan girl must have sent this doctor. Meanwhile, Grandpa asks, Suan, what's wrong? Are you thinking about Qin Chen? Suan replies, Grandpa, would you have any problem if I were with Qin Chen? Grandpa smiles and says, my child, whatever you choose in life, I will never oppose you. Suan says, in 3 days, we're hosting a party to make some major announcements. Can I announce my relationship with Qin Chen there? Grandpa replies, do whatever you wish. On the other side, Dr. Sun completes the surgery and says, everything went smoothly, but Mr. Qin Chen, you already had that miraculous pill. You were treating him yourself, so why did you call me? Qin Chen thinks, how can I explain this? No one in the Lin family would have trusted me, no matter how good the pill was. They would never have let Grandpa take it. Qin Chen says, thank you for saving Grandpa. Dr. Sun replies respectfully, I'm your disciple. You don't need to thank me. Just then, Yan arrives and says, last time our business was left unfinished. This time, it will be settled. But suddenly, another man walks in. Yan was shocked and says, brother Jin Hong, what brings you here? Jin Hong smiles and says, what a coincidence meeting you here. Qin Chen asks, by the way, who are you? Jin Hong replies, who I am doesn't matter. Just know that from today onward, I am your right-hand man. If you ever need anything, just tell me. Yang was stunned and thinks, right-hand man? Does he even know what that means? Jin Hong continues, I've arranged a party tonight. I hope you'll attend. Qin Chen says, what would I even do there? Jin Hong suddenly kneels and says, Miss Su said if you don't forgive me, I'll be thrown out of the city. I beg you, please don't refuse. Yang angrily says, you're my hired men. Why are you begging him? Qin Chen sighs and says, fine, if you insist, I'll come. Jin Hong happily says, thank you so much. Here's your VIP invitation. Later, Yang makes a call and says, at tonight's banquet, you'll handle everything. Don't disappoint me. The scene shifts to one of the most luxurious and famous hotels in the entire city. As Qin Chen enters, he looks around and says, where is Jin Hong? I don't see him. Suddenly, his former classmates surround him. Jinhua says, what a surprise seeing you here. Zhao Zhao says, why are you even talking to him? If people find out we were classmates with him, our reputation will be ruined. Qin Chen says calmly, pretend you don't know me. I'm here to meet someone. Zhao Zhao mocks him. Wow, our useless Qin Chen has become very busy. You must be here looking for your ex-wife so you can beg her for forgiveness, right? Looks like reality hit you hard. Qin Chen replies coldly, Zhao Zhao, why are you acting so arrogant? After graduation, you must have changed at least 50 boyfriends just to survive. There's a word for women like you, but I don't want to dirty my mouth saying it. Furious, Zhao Zhao shouts, how dare you say such nonsense about me? Do you even know who I am? Qin Chen replies, a bitch living off a rich man's scraps. Actually, that's an insult to dogs. They're loyal, unlike you. Enraged, Zhao Zhao lunges at him. But just then, Gong Yao steps in and stops them, saying, enough. This isn't a university. We're at a party. Why are you all trying to ruin it? Jinhua replies arrogantly, looks like you don't know. This hotel belongs to my brother. I can do whatever I want here. If I decide to have a little fun with you, I might even do that. And remember, this isn't our university, and you're not a class monitor anymore that I'd let you off easily. At that moment, Qin Chen punches Jinhua. Gong Yao, shocked, says, what have you done? He's very dangerous. They could do anything to you. Qin Chen calmly replies, people who show off their strength against women are the weakest of all. I taught him a lesson so he never dares to harass a girl again. Zhao Zhao angrily calls her bodyguards and says, you've gotten way too arrogant. Today, my bodyguards will beat you so badly, you'll never forget my name. Just then, a voice echoes, if you have the courage, try touching him. Jinhua becomes excited and says, that's my brother Jin Hong's voice. Now this will be fun. Let's see what you can do now. but he was shocked to see that Jin Hong is actually checking on Qin Chen with concern. Jin Hong says respectfully, "I couldn't come to personally attend to you, and you ended up facing trouble. Please forgive me for that." Jinhua quickly says, "Brother, I didn't know he was your friend. If you say the word, we'll leave the party." Jin Hong coldly replies, "You want to leave? You won't be leaving through the gate. Go dig a tunnel if you want to get out." Shocked, Zhao Zhao says, "But how are we supposed to do that?" She then falls to her knees and pleads, "Qin Chen, please help us. We used to be your classmates. At least forgive us for that." Qin Chen smirks and says, "Don't say classmates so loudly. If people find out I studied with you, what will they think of me?" After that, Jin Hong escorts Qin Chen to a VIP room and presents him with many gifts. Qin Chen says, "These gifts are useless to me. I'll just take the money." Jin Hong says, "The Su family is hosting a huge business party. Every powerful person in the city will attend." Qin Chen asks, "Then why do you look so worried? Didn't you get an invitation?" Jin Hong sighs, "I must have done something wrong. Miss Su seems offended with me, but I don't even know what I did, so I can't fix it." Qin Chen asks, "Want me to help?" Jin Hong immediately says, "If you help me, I'll transfer ownership of my entire market to you right now. Just say yes." Qin Chen thinks, "He's offering me an entire market. That means steady monthly income. I could buy a lot of herbs with that." Qin Chen replies, "All right, I'll try." As soon as Qin Chen leaves the hotel, he receives a call from Grandpa Lin, asking him to come to the hospital. At the hospital, Grandpa Lin says, "My child, I know my family has treated you terribly. Honestly, I didn't expect you to come see me after everything." Qin Chen replies, "No matter how badly they treated me, I can't forget your kindness." Grandpa Lin says, "I called you here to tell you something very important. First of all, you are not an orphan. 20 years ago, when our Lin family were just fishermen, I went out to sea. On the shore, I saw something unbelievable. 7 warships were attacking a single man. After a fierce battle, that man was completely unharmed, but all 7 warships were destroyed. God of war don't just exist in stories. I saw one with my own eyes. After the battle, that man came to me and handed me something. That was you, Qin Chen. He told me that once he fully recovered, he would come back and take you with him. But in the blink of an eye, 20 years have passed. Our Lin family's rise. You could say it's all because of that man, and because of you. And yet we treated you so badly. Do me one favor. Please don't kill the members of the Lin family." Qin Chen replies calmly, "Don't worry, I won't harm them." Later, Qin Chen arrives at the Su family mansion. He says, "I've made several pills for Grandpa. They'll stabilize his body's energy." Someone nearby says, "Your pills seem impressive, but which sect do you belong to?" Qin Chen replies, "I'm at the 2nd stage of key refining, and I don't belong to any sect." Hualong says suspiciously, "Then whatever you've learned must be flawed. Tell me, which evil sect are you from?" Suan immediately says, "Uncle Hua, what are you saying? Qin Chen healed Grandpa. He can't be from an evil sect." Hualong responds, "There are many ways to practice martial arts." Qin Chen says calmly, "But your method is completely wrong. Your breathing technique and stance are flawed." Hualong pauses, then says, "You're right." "Wait, what did you just say?" Qin Chen explains, "Relax your body and clear your mind. Only then will you find the correct stance." Hualong releases his energy and says, "Let's see what you can really do." Qin Chen replies, "You're part of the Su family. I don't want to hurt you." Hualong scoffs, "Excuses won't work." Qin Chen sighs, "If you insist on getting beaten, what can I do?" Within moments, he defeats Hualong and knocks him unconscious. Grandpa laughs and says, "Hualong was always so arrogant about his martial arts. Seeing him get beaten by a kid is truly satisfying. He once told me my body was weak, but times change, don't they?" Suan, worried, says, "Why do you always pick fights? What if something had happened to you?" Qin Chen smiles and says, "I'm standing right here, perfectly fine." Suan softly replies, "If something happens to you, who will take care of me for the rest of my life?" Qin Chen looks at her and asks, "What do you mean for the rest of your life?" Suan says, "You idiot. After everything I just told you, you still don't understand? 3 days from now, we're hosting a business party. That day, we'll announce our relationship to the whole world." Qin Chen replies, "Can we invite Jin Hong to the party? If you have any problem with it, you can refuse." Suan says, "If you want to invite him, I'll send him an invitation. But tell me, Qin Chen, what exactly is our relationship?" Qin Chen casually replies, "We're friends, right?" Annoyed, Suan says, "Even after everything I said, you still call me just a friend? Fine, tell me this. If I ever get into trouble or someone tries to hurt me, will you help me?" Qin Chen replies firmly, "As long as I'm alive, no one will be able to harm you." Just as the two of them start getting closer, Grandpa interrupts and says, "You like herbs, right? There's going to be an auction where you can find high-quality herbs and rare items." Suan adds, "I don't have anything to do anyway, so I'll go with Qin Chen." Grandpa then says, "But there's one problem. We need to change Qin Chen's clothes." They head to a mall to buy clothes. Qin Chen says, "Why do we need such expensive clothes?" Suan explains. People judge others by their appearance. If you dress well, at least you'll avoid unnecessary trouble. Just try it once. I want to see how it looks on you. When Qin Chen comes out wearing a suit, Suan was stunned. She says happily, your old clothes really hid how handsome you are. This suit fits you perfectly. I've never seen someone with such a great physique. At that moment, Yang arrives and says mockingly, so this poor guy is taking advantage of his rich girlfriend again. I heard you're going to the auction too. Let me tell you something. As long as I'm there, you won't be able to buy anything. I'll buy everything myself. Suan replies coldly, have you ever heard of staying within your limits? You should try it sometime. Let me say this, while I'm there, try buying anything at the auction. Whether I like it or not, I'll outbid you. The scene shifts to the auction house. Yang places a bid of 1.5 million on a ring. Just as he is about to win it, Suan suddenly raises the bid to 5 million. Qin Chen says, isn't that a bit too high? Suan replies confidently, don't worry. Even if we waste 100 million, it won't matter. The host announces, sold for 5 million. Lin Qi gets furious and says, I was going to use that ring for my wedding and you snatched it away. Qin Chen replies, you shouldn't be angry at us. You should be angry at your boyfriend. If he had the money, why didn't he bid 10 million? People say the poor stay poor because of their actions. Yang tries to recover and says, Miss Su, if you wanted the ring, you could have just told me. I would have gifted it to you. Suan scoffs, a dog like you giving me a gift? Honestly, I didn't even like that ring. It was such low quality that I threw it into the water. If you like it so much, go fetch it. The next item was a necklace. Suan says, I don't even like necklaces like this, but I still have to buy it. Qin Chen says, I'll buy it for you. And immediately bids 5 million. The guests were shocked, whispering, who are these people? No one bids under 5 million anymore. Yang thinks, this time it's not Suan, it's Qin Chen. I can't beat Suan in money, but I can beat him. He raises the bid to 5.5 million, and the bidding war continues until it reaches 8 million. Yang says confidently, let's see how far you can go. Lin Qi warns, 8.5 million is already too much. You should stop. Yang replies, if I can't buy this necklace, I can't call myself a man. Qin Chen smirks and says, then stop calling yourself one. He immediately raises the bid to 20 million, shocking everyone. The necklace is instantly sold to him. Afterward, they quickly leave and sit in their car. Qin Chen says, those people were really annoying. That's why we left early. Suan laughs and says, you taught him a great lesson. Qin Chen asks, should I put this necklace on you? Suan smiles, I'd be very happy if you did. After putting it on, she asks, how does it look on me? Qin Chen replies, something already beautiful has become even more beautiful. If I become successful in the future, will you marry me? Suan says softly, even if you achieve nothing, you'll still be my Qin Chen. And I truly believe you'll accomplish something great in life. Meanwhile, Lin Qi was seen searching for the ring in a pond. Later, Qin Chen returns to the mountains. After cultivating for 2 days straight, I've reached the 3rd stage of qi refining. If I keep going like this, I'll reach the foundation establishment stage within a month. Just then, he receives a call from Jin Hong. Jin Hong says, can you come to my construction site? There's a big problem here. The scene shifts to the site. A feng shui master says, according to feng shui, this place is perfect. There are mountains and a river nearby. This land will bring you great wealth. Jin Hong says, what you're saying and what's actually happening here are completely different. A worker falling from a height might look like an accident once, but over 100 screws loosening at the same time doesn't make any sense. Ever since this project started, accidents have been happening continuously. Because of that, very few workers are willing to come here. And if no one comes to work, how will the project ever be completed? It's hard for me to believe this place is perfect. Just then, Qin Chen arrives and says, if this place were truly perfect, it would feel perfect too. But something is clearly wrong here. The feng shui master asks, who are you? Qin Chen replies, just being near mountains and water doesn't guarantee wealth. The surrounding energy here is extremely dangerous. Good fortune won't even come close to this place. Jin Hong asks, then what should we do, Mr. Qin? Should I stop the work at the site? Qin Chen says, no, that's not necessary. I believe something is buried underground. If we remove it, everything will return to normal. The feng shui master introduces himself. My name is Baiken. Everyone knows how skilled I am. I've recommended locations to over 100 businessmen, and none of them have ever suffered losses because of my advice. Qin Chen responds calmly, I'm not doubting your abilities, but if there's a problem, it still needs to be solved. Baiken says, fine. Let me see what kind of issue I might have missed. Jin Hong orders the workers to start digging. After digging for a while, one worker says, I've already dug 5 meters deep. Should I keep going? Jin Hong replies, keep digging. Inside, he starts worrying. The hole is already so deep and we haven't found anything. I even offended Baiken by trusting Qin Chen. What if I made a mistake? Suddenly, the worker finds a box underground. When they open it, there's a dagger inside. Baiken says in shock, there's a huge amount of evil energy coming from this. He turns to Jin Hong and asks, tell me honestly, have you offended someone? Jin Hong replies, I'm a good person. Why would I offend anyone? Baiken explains, this is called a blood dagger. If it's kept inside a house, everyone in that house will die. If it's placed at a construction site, it won't be humans working there. It will attract spirits. Jin Hong panics, then what should I do now? Do you have any solution? Baiken admits, I'm not powerful enough to destroy something like this. Maybe this young man can do something. Qin Chen says, I'll keep it with me. Once it's gone, you won't have any more problems. Jin Hong says gratefully, thank you so much. If you ever need anything, just call me once. Baiken then asks respectfully, may I know which sect you belong to? Having such incredible skills at such a young age is not normal. Qin Chen replies, I'm just an ordinary person with ordinary skills. Baiken thinks to himself, true masters are always humble. Later, Qin Chen returns to the mountains and thinks, this feels familiar. I sensed the same thing around Grandpa. Could someone be targeting the Su family? Tomorrow is their business party. I need to find out who's behind this as soon as possible. The scene shifts to the business party. A reporter says, like every year, the Su family has organized this business party. It may look like a normal event, but it actually decides what will happen in the city for the next year. This is the biggest business event in the entire city. Jinhua asks, Brother Yang, do you know why the Su family invited you? Lin Qi replies, because they recognize the Lin family's potential. Yang says, from what I've heard, they're going to make a major announcement today. Maybe we'll finally find out who Suan's future husband is. Jinhua adds excitedly, if we get close to that person, we'll hit the jackpot. Just then, they spot Qin Chen. Lin Qi says, what is Qin Chen doing here? Looks like he snuck in using the Lin family's name. Qin Chen replies, how can someone have such a big misunderstanding about themselves? Lin Qi calls security and says, this guy entered using our family's name. Throw him out immediately. The guards approach him and say, come with us right now. How dare you offend our chief guest? Just then, Suan steps forward and says, if anyone has a problem with our chief guest, they are free to leave. Yang thinks in shock. Chief guest? Don't tell me Suan chose this useless Qin Chen. Suan then announces, today, I'd like to introduce you all to someone very special, my close friend, Qin Chen. Everyone was stunned. One man steps forward and says, we'd like to hear a few words from Mr. Qin. Qin Chen says confidently, I know many of you are thinking a lot about me right now. I'll just say this. Within a few years, you'll understand why Suan chose me. The crowd applauds, saying, that's real confidence. This man will go far in life. Qin Chen quietly says to Suan, you didn't tell me I'd have to give a speech. I wasn't prepared at all. Suan smiles, even so, you did great. Grandpa then introduces him. Qin Chen, meet Mr. Chen Kuang. He manages most of our construction projects. You'll be seeing him often in the future. Qin Chen says, Mr. Chen, it would be better for you to remove those beads you're wearing. Chen Kuang asks, what do you mean? Qin Chen explains, those beads are not suitable for a living person. If you keep wearing them, you'll fall ill, and it could harm your family as well. You should take them off. Chen Kuang replies, my son brought this from a temple. He said it would improve our luck. Do you really think a temple would lie to us? Qin Chen responds, what if your son was mistaken? What if the temple he visited was an evil one? Enraged, Chen Kuang shouts, Scarface! This guy is talking too much nonsense. Teach him a lesson. Grandpa says, Suan, won't you help? Suan calmly replies, even if I wanted to, Qin Chen wouldn't let me. If he said something, he must already know the consequences. Scarface attacks, but Qin Chen effortlessly blocks the strike and throws him back. Scarface says, Mr. Chen, forgive me, but I might have to use my full strength. Chen Kuang says, do whatever you want, but defeat this guy. Scarface immediately begins releasing a terrifying amount of energy. Qin Chen calmly says, he's strong, but not as strong as me, and releases his own power. As Scarface charges forward to attack, Qin Chen blocks the strike effortlessly with his own. Scarface sneers, you managed to block one attack, but you won't be able to handle the next one. He unleashes another strike, causing a massive explosion. Scarface says confidently, the Su family should have chosen someone better. This guy is too weak. But suddenly, Qin Chen walks out of the smoke unharmed, grabs Scarface and throws him aside. Qin Chen declares, Scarface can't fight anymore. That means I've won. Scarface admits defeat. Yes, I surrender. Grandpa Su says, when he defeated Hualong earlier, I already knew this young man was incredibly strong. However, Chen Kuang still refuses to believe it. No matter what you say, I don't think there's anything wrong with these beads. Qin Chen replies coldly, fine, then you can deal with the consequences yourself. Chen Kuang challenges him. If you're so confident, let's make a bet. If nothing happens to my family within 3 days, you must apologize publicly in front of the entire city. Qin Chen responds, and you'll do the same if something does happen. Don't go back on your word later. Meanwhile, 2 experts nearby quietly observe everything Qin Chen has done. The party continues. After a while, Lin Qi's sister approaches Qin Chen and says, "Grandpa sent something for you." Qin Chen asks, "Why didn't he come himself?" She replies, "He's not feeling well, so he couldn't attend the party." Qin Chen nods, "All right, I've received it. You can go." Suan asks curiously, "What is it?" Qin Chen replies, "I'm not sure either. Grandpa sent it." When he opens the box, he finds some items and a letter inside. Qin Chen says softly, "This is a letter left by my father." Suan quickly stops him. "Don't open it here. There are too many people around." She takes him to a private room so he can read it peacefully. The letter reads, "My child, I cannot predict what the future holds, but since you carry the dragon's legacy, you will be able to overcome any difficulty. I wrote this letter to tell you about your mother. She is an ordinary person living in Kyoto. Her name is Zhu Shan. I know that after learning this, you'll want to meet her, but you must restrain yourself. Do not even think about going to Kyoto right now. Only when you possess absolute power should you go and find your mother." Qin Chen mutters, "This just made things even more complicated. What did father mean by absolute power?" Suan asks, "Did you read the letter?" Qin Chen replies, "Yes." Suddenly, a man rushes in and says, "Something has happened to the Chen family. Old Master Su, please help us." Grandpa Su asks, "He just left a while ago. What happened now?" The man explains, "Mrs. Chen has gone completely mad. She's chasing everyone in the house with a knife. I barely escaped with my life." Grandpa Su says, "What can I do? You should call a feng shui master." Qin Chen steps forward. "I'll go." Someone nearby asks skeptically, "Do you even know feng shui?" Qin Chen replies, "I know enough to handle it." Suan says worriedly, "Qin Chen, be careful." The scene shifts to Chen Kuang's house. Scarface says, "For now, I've tied Madame down with chains. But this isn't a real solution, it's only temporary." Chen Kuang replies, "I've already sent people to bring the best feng shui master in the city. I can't believe that kid was actually right." Just then, Qin Chen arrives and says, "Even if you won't admit it openly, at least you're starting to accept the truth." Chen Kuang asks angrily, "What are you doing here?" Qin Chen replies, "Your people called me for help. Listen to me, throw away that bracelet. It's not too late yet." Chen Kuang's son interrupts, "I brought that from the South Temple. How can my father just throw it away?" Chen Kuang adds, "You know how famous that temple is." Qin Chen says firmly, "Tell your son to speak the truth." The son snaps, "Just because you say something doesn't make it true." Qin Chen warns, "This is your last chance. If you don't let me help now, I won't help you later either." Chen Kuang reluctantly says, "Fine, but I still think everything will be fine once you leave." At that moment, Master Baiken arrives. The Chen family members say with relief, "Now that you're here, everything will be fine." Baiken notices Qin Chen and says, "Master Qin, you're here too? Is the situation really this bad? If even you can't handle it, what can I possibly do?" Qin Chen replies, "These two won't even let me check properly." Baiken says, "In that case, I'll try." But suddenly, Mrs. Chen breaks free from the chains. Baiken says in shock, "A very powerful spirit has possessed her. With my level of skill, I can't help you." Chen Kuang shouts angrily, "If anything happens to my wife, I won't spare you." Baiken replies, "The one person who can help you, you won't even let him. If something happens, it'll be your own fault." Realizing his mistake, Chen Kuang turns to Qin Chen and pleads, "Master Qin, please help me." Qin Chen says calmly, "Didn't someone say they'd apologize publicly?" Chen Kuang begs, "Can't we settle this another way? If you want money, I can give you as much as you want. Is 500 million enough?" Qin Chen thinks, 500 million is a huge amount, but I can earn money from Jin Hong's market as well. Then he notices something. High-quality herbs stored nearby. He realizes, this might be even more valuable. Qin Chen says, "Whenever I use my powers, I need a lot of herbs to recover." Chen Kuang replies, "If it's just herbs, then that's no problem. There's hardly any herb I don't have. You can take whatever you need." Qin Chen nods. "All right, then I'll begin. Now hurry up and give it to me." Confused, Chen Kuang asks, "What are you asking for?" Annoyed, Qin Chen says, "Are you stupid? I'm asking for your bracelet." He takes the bracelet and begins purifying it. Within moments, it shatters completely, and Chen Kuang's wife returns to normal. Qin Chen then asks, "Where is your son?" Now he'll explain why he did all this. The son panics. "Let me go. I didn't do anything." Qin Chen orders, "Catch him." Scarface asks, "Mr. Qin, what should we do?" Qin Chen replies, "This isn't the right place to talk. Let's go to my house." At Qin Chen's house, Scarface threatens, "Are you gonna talk? Or should I break your teeth?" Qin Chen thinks to himself, "This guy is really strange. He said he wanted to work for me. I told him clearly I have no money to pay him, but he still agreed, just for food." Finally, Chen Kuang's son gives in. "All right, don't hit me. I'll tell you everything. This happened a month ago. I went to South Temple to pray, and that's where I met someone." Qin Chen says, "Don't stop, keep talking." The son continues, "South Temple is the #1 temple in the country. Who would think someone from an evil sect would be there? It's not like I didn't check him. I investigated his background thoroughly, but found nothing suspicious. So I became friends with him. He gave me that bracelet and said it was from a powerful master. He claimed it would bring fortune and good luck. Since he was wearing one himself, I believed him. After asking repeatedly, he finally revealed that his master belongs to Suan Ming, one of the most powerful evil sects in the country. It's true they're dangerous, but it's also true that many powerful people are connected to them. Qin Chen says, money comes easily through evil means, so it's no surprise successful people get involved with them. The son nods. Exactly. What's the difference between a righteous sect and an evil sect? I don't see any. If you can become rich using an evil sect, what's wrong with that? I just never thought things would get this bad. Qin Chen replies sharply, do rich people only think about money? Did you really think an evil sect would help you for free? Then he turns to Scarface. Take him back home. He's learned his lesson. Qin Chen thinks deeply. Something is definitely going on behind the scenes. The Xuanming mansion has trapped many wealthy people across the country in their scheme, and somehow everything leads back to the Su family. If I hadn't intervened, Old Master Su might already be dead, and they would have found a way to eliminate Suan too. First the dagger at Jin Hong's construction site, then the bracelet given to the Chen family. Something is definitely wrong. Qin Chen starts researching Xuanming Mansion in his books. He learns that it is an extremely powerful evil organization. From elders to disciples, everyone possesses high-level cultivation. Their connections across the country are vast, far beyond most people. No one knows who the real mastermind behind Xuanming Mansion is. Qin Chen thinks, whoever the mastermind is, they're using this entire sect as a tool. If I want to reach them, I'll have to defeat everyone in the sect, but with my current strength, that's impossible. I need to become stronger, fast. The next morning, Qin Chen says, I thought consuming all those herbs would push me to the foundation stage, but I only advanced 3 levels. Scarface approaches and says, Mr. Qin, Mr. Su has invited you to dinner. Qin Chen asks, did he mention the reason? Scarface replies, no. Qin Chen then asks, where are you planning to sleep? Scarface says, the garden is big. I'll sleep anywhere. Qin Chen replies, there are plenty of empty rooms here. Use one of them. Also, the martial art you're practicing is damaging your body. I'll teach you a better technique. It will help you a lot. Scarface says gratefully, thank you, Mr. Qin. Later, Qin Chen arrives at the Su family residence. As he enters, a man says, so you're Qin Chen, the one who healed Grandpa Su? Honestly, with good herbs, anyone could do that. That's why I brought a rare snow lotus that blooms once every 100 years. It will extend his life and strengthen his body. Qin Chen replies bluntly, that's just an ordinary white lotus you picked from the Su family garden a while ago. Compared to what I brought, your gift is worthless. He takes out a pill and says, this is a spirit pill. I made it overnight. It will significantly strengthen your body. The man scoffs. Did you bring a piece of candy? Looks like you forgot Grandpa's age. He's not a child. Qin Chen snaps. How dare you call my pill candy? You couldn't afford it even if you sold all your property. And what did you bring? A white lotus? The man replies arrogantly. Still better than your candy. Listen carefully. I will be the one to marry Suan. You don't stand a chance. You might have treated Grandpa, but that's it. The Su family may tolerate you as a doctor, but as their son-in-law, don't even dream of it. They'd never accept trash like you. Qin Chen says calmly. Aside from money, is there anything else in your head? If we ignore money, do you have anything that could impress Suan? The man responds smugly. First of all, I have money. And who said I don't have talent? I have money. That's enough. Qin Chen says, maybe I don't have money, but I have Suan. If you had worked even a little on yourself, she might have been yours. Hearing this, the man loses his temper and attacks Qin Chen. But Qin Chen doesn't even bother to block. The moment the man's attack hits his body, his own hand breaks instantly. The man grits his teeth and says, this rivalry won't end so easily. Qin Chen replies calmly, you're not even worthy of being called my enemy. Meanwhile, Grandpa says, what's wrong with you youngsters? Can't you sit down and talk peacefully? That boy is Derui's son. Derui is the most powerful man in this city. If he wants, he can destroy major businesses in a single day. He may not harm us, but Qin Chen, he can definitely cause trouble for you. Qin Chen replies, Grandpa, he won't be able to do anything to me. By the way, Suan, I came here to tell you something important. A few days ago, I found a place connected to Jin Hong's site that was filled with evil energy. Then, there were the beads Chen Quan was wearing. They were also evil. At first, I thought all of this was just a coincidence. But now I realize that the evil energy affecting Grandpa matches both of those cases. It seems Jin Hong and Chen Quan were targeted because they are connected to the Su family. Someone is deliberately trying to curse the Su family. Suan and Grandpa exchange glances and start laughing. Confused, Qin Chen asks, what's funny? This isn't a joke. Suan says, no one has the courage to mess with us like that, and to be honest, we already know who's behind all this. Qin Chen asks, should I help? Suan replies, no, there's no need. The Su family has already strengthened its security. And as for taking on our enemies, we're not strong enough yet to confront them directly. Qin Chen says, so what, are we just gonna sit and wait for them to succeed? Grandpa answers, no, but the time isn't right yet. Qin Chen mutters, I don't understand. Suan then asks, have you heard of Jiangdu? Qin Chen replies, yes, I've heard the name, but I don't know much about it. Suan explains, we belong to the Su family of Jiangdu, a very powerful family. Due to internal conflicts, Grandpa and I were expelled from the family. Within just 2 years of coming to the city, we built our own empire. But as we grew stronger, our enemies found us again. We barely managed to escape with our lives. Qin Chen says firmly, I don't know why your enemies hate you, but I promise you this, whatever they've done to you, I'll make them suffer 100 times more. Suan replies, do you think we haven't thought of that? We will definitely take revenge for the humiliation we suffered, but at the right time. Right now isn't the time to act. Qin Chen says with determination, I only need 3 years. In 3 years, not just Jiangdu, I'll become the most powerful person in the entire country, then no one will dare to offend us. Suan smiles and says, if that's the case, then I want to test you. You know we just had a conflict with the De family. Can you handle this matter on your own? Qin Chen replies confidently, I'll solve it easily. Scene shifts. Deming was telling his father everything. Deming says, that guy beat me, and insulted you too. Derui asks, did you tell him you belonged to the De family, and he still dared to hit you? Deming replies, yes, Dad, he was acting way too arrogant. Derui says thoughtfully, if he was strong enough to defeat you so easily, he could have killed you too. He must have backed off after hearing our family name. Deming says angrily, Dad, teach him a lesson. Derui smirks, the Su family has been growing too powerful lately. I'll suppress their rise, and I'll make sure Suan ends up at your feet. Soon after, Derui arrives at the Su family residence. Angrily, he says, I've come here and no one from the Su family is here to welcome me? Qin Chen steps forward and says, you're Deming's father, right? Derui replies, oh, so you're the one who beat my son. Qin Chen says, your son has no manners when speaking to elders. Teaching him a lesson was necessary. Derui says coldly, the Su family doesn't have the guts to touch my son. So how did you dare lay a hand on him? He is my only heir. From the moment he was born into the D family, his fate was set. Still, I'll show you generosity. Marry Suan to my son, and everything will be settled. It would be a blessing for the Su family to marry into mine. Now kneel and apologize. If you do these 2 things, I'll let this go. Qin Chen stands up and says, looks like you won't understand without suffering first. In 3 days, you'll be in serious trouble, and the only name in your mind will be mine. As he says this, Qin Chen silently casts a curse on Derui. Derui frowns and asks, what did you just do? Qin Chen replies, something that will teach you to stay within your limits. As he leaves, Derui says, since you've challenged me, we'll meet again in 3 days. It'll be all or nothing. Qin Chen said calmly, after what's about to happen to you, you won't be capable of doing anything. Just then, Suan arrived and asked, Qin Chen, do you really think the problem is solved? Qin Chen replied, I placed a curse on Derui. It won't affect his health, but it will cause him unbearable pain. Grandpa asked, do you really think this plan will work? Qin Chen said confidently, if he doesn't come begging to me within 3 days, then my name isn't Qin Chen. And if he comes looking for me, tell him I've gone to Donghai. Suan asked, why are you going to Donghai? Qin Chen explained, there's a large herb market there. I might find things that will be useful to me. He also thought to himself, the D family is very old and powerful. They might hire a strong master. I need to prepare a backup plan and become stronger as soon as possible. Later, Qin Chen arrives at the bus stand with Scarface. Scarface says, brother, if you ask me, you should buy a car. Traveling like this doesn't suit you. Qin Chen replies, millions of people use public transport every day. It saves money and helps protect nature. There's no need to show off with cars. Soon, the bus arrives, but it's extremely crowded. Qin Chen says, there's not even space to stand here. Scarface mutters, something doesn't feel right. After reaching Donghai, Scarface says, I'll definitely buy a car, but I'm never traveling like that again. Just then, Qin Chen's class monitor arrives and says, what are you doing here? Qin Chen replies, I came here for some work. Last time you said you were going out for work. I didn't thought you might be coming to Donghai too. The monitor sighs and says, actually, I got fired. Qin Chen was surprised. What? Why? She explains, our classmate Zhen Guo became the owner of my company. Since he disliked me, he made things difficult and eventually fired me. Qin Chen says, looks like that Zhen Guo needs to be taught a lesson. She quickly replies, no, that's not necessary. I didn't enjoy working there anyway. My senior sister runs a company here in Donghai, and I'll be working under her now. She's coming to pick me up. If you want, I can give you a lift. Just then, the senior sister arrives and says mockingly, Gong Yao, since when did you start making friends with poor people? Qin Chen frowns. Who are you calling poor? Scarface whispers. Boss, she's talking about us. Gong Yao quickly says, "Senior sister, this is my classmate Qin Chen. He's a good person. Please don't judge him by his clothes." The senior sister's boyfriend says, "Wait, isn't there a guy named Qin Chen chosen by the Su family as their future son-in-law? That lucky guy isn't you, is it?" The senior sister scoffs. "Do you really think the Su family would choose someone who travels by public bus? Anyway, get in the car quickly. And remember, stay away from my Gong Yao. She's a very good girl." Later, they all arrive at a restaurant. The senior sister says, "Since you're Gong Yao's classmate, today's meal is on me." While eating, Qin Chen thinks, even though she speaks harshly, she's actually a kind person. The senior sister says, "Gong Yao, we need to sign a contract today. You'll come with me." Gong Yao asks, "Who are we signing it with?" She replies, "With Chairman Li Jiang." Gong Yao says nervously, "But I've heard he's a very lecherous man." The senior sister sighs, "We don't have a choice. If we want to survive in this industry, we have to deal with people like him." Xiaoning adds, "She's right. The Li family is backed by the Dai family. We can't do anything against them." Frustrated, the senior sister says, "Then what should I do? Quit my job?" Qin Chen says, "If it involves the Dai family, I'll come along. With a strong man like me there, that Li Jian won't dare do anything." The senior sister smiles, "That's actually a good idea. If he tries to cross the line, I'll signal you." Soon they arrive to meet Chairman Li Jian. Li Jian says, "Your offer is good, but we don't work with small companies." Then he looks at Gong Yao and says, "You don't seem like you're from this city. What's your name? How old are you?" Gong Yao replies, "I'm 25 years old. My name is Gong Yao." Li Jiang smirks, "Come sit next to me." Annoyed, the senior sister says, "Chairman Li Jiang, please behave. You cannot speak to my assistant like that." But Li Jiang grabs Gong Yao and says, "I can do whatever I want. I like this girl. She's not leaving my office." Seeing this, the senior sister quickly calls Qin Chen. Qin Chen enters and says, "Chairman Li, it's a pleasure to meet you." Li Jiang looks at him and says, "And who exactly are you?" Qin Chen says, "My name is Qin Chen. You must have heard of me." Li Jian was startled. "Are you the one who went against the D family?" Grabbing his hand firmly, Qin Chen says, "Since you already know who I am, why are you harassing my people? Hurry up and sign the contract and settle this." Chairman Li immediately panics. All right, please forgive me. I didn't know who you were. I'll fix everything within 5 minutes." However, secretly, he messages Dirui, informing him that Qin Chen is here. The scene shifts. We see Dirui shouting, "Where is the doctor? I'm itching like crazy. Call the doctor immediately." Annoyed, young Master D says, "Doctor, why can't you cure my father?" The doctor replies, "We've examined him 3 times using our best technology, but every time the result is the same, there's no illness. We can't cure this itching." Young Master D says, "Dad, could this be Qin Chen's doing?" Dirui frowns. "Does he really have such abilities?" Young Master D replies, "We haven't offended anyone else." Dirui says, "Fine. Let's go to the Su mansion." Soon, Dirui arrives at the Su mansion. Dropping to his knees, he says, "Grandpa, I beg you, please cure me." Grandpa replies, "You know I don't have such powers. The one you insulted 2 days ago, he's the one who did this to you. And the strange thing is, he's not even in the city right now. You'll just have to endure the pain." Dirui pleads, "Please, just tell me where Qin Chen is." Grandpa says, "He's gone to Donghai. I don't know exactly where in Donghai." Just as Dirui's men are about to head there, he receives a message from Li Jian. Meanwhile, back at the office, Li Jian is treating Qin Chen with extreme respect. "Would you like something to eat? Whatever you want, I'll arrange it." Qin Chen thinks, why is he acting so strange? Soon, Li Jian orders a lavish feast. "Please, have something? Otherwise I'll feel bad." Qin Chen says, "Share it with everyone." Senior sister Mia thinks, how did Chairman Li suddenly become Qin Chen's servant? Meanwhile, Li Jian thinks, Chairman D will be here soon. Once he arrives, I'll show this guy his place. Suddenly, they hear commotion outside. Li Jiang smirks and says, "I just acted nice for a while and you started thinking too highly of yourself. Do you know who just arrived? The one who's about to destroy you. Chairman D will make you beg for forgiveness, and after that, you'll beg me too. Then, right in front of you, I'll do whatever I want with these 2 girls. Chairman Mia, 1 girl would have been enough, but if you want the contract, you should come along too." Finally, Chairman D has arrived. But as soon as Dirui enters, he immediately bows and says, "Master Qin, please forgive me. I made a huge mistake by offending you. I'll even hand over this entire building to you." Qin Chen asks, "Does Li Jiang work under you?" Dirui replies, "Yes. Did he cause any trouble?" Terrified, Li Jiang says, "Master Qin, please forgive me. I'll sign the contract right now." Qin Chen says, "But didn't you tear it up earlier?" Li Jiang quickly replies, "Why worry about that? I'll make a new contract. I accept all your terms. Just please work with us." Qin Chen then steps forward and begins to cure Dirui. "This was just a warning. If you don't want to experience something like this again, don't provoke me." Dirui says nervously, "I won't provoke anyone ever again." Qin Chen mutters a chant, "Hakuna Matata," and instantly Dirui was completely cured. Feeling relieved, Dirui says, "I feel much better now. I've fully recovered." Please accept these gifts. I'll send more to your home. I've been unable to work for 3 days, so I have a lot of pending tasks. I'll take my leave now. After he leaves, Mia says, I didn't know. You really are Qin Chen, the Su family's future son-in-law. Qin Chen replies, it's nothing. People often misunderstand me. Mia says, thank you so much for today. If you weren't here, I don't know how we would have handled this situation. I may not be able to help you much, but if you ever need anything, just let me know. And yes, stay away from my gonyao. Qin Chen smiles. All right, I'll remember that. Mia says, anyway, our work here is done. We should leave. Qin Chen asks, do you know where the herb market in this city is? Later, Qin Chen arrives at the market with Xiaoning. Xiaoning says, this city may lag behind in other things, but when it comes to herbs, it's number 1. The auction house here has tighter security than an airport, and the quality of herbs here. You won't find anything like it anywhere else. By the way, the Su family is in the construction business, right? How did you get interested in herbs? Qin Chen replies, I studied herbs at university, and I'm not living off the Su family. I handle my own family business. Xiaoning says, you know, I also love buying herbs, but my girlfriend Mia never lets me. Thanks to you, I finally got to come back to this auction house after a long time. Qin Chen looks around and says, this auction house is huge. Xiaoning replies, it used to be even bigger before. Meanwhile, people on the side were shouting, Jian, please look this way. Excited, Xiaoning says, where is Jian? Qin Chen asks, who is this Jian that everyone is so excited about? Xiaoning replies, did you come from some other planet? You don't know Jian? In football, everyone knows Ronaldo. And in acting, everyone knows Jian. Qin Chen says, sorry, I'm not really into movies. Xiaoning explains, Jian is a top-tier actress. She started acting at 18 and reached the top by the age of 20. She's also a singer. None of her concerts have ever been empty. Every movie she acts in wins at least 50 awards. Qin Chen asks, then why is such a big actress at a herb market? Xiaoning says, no matter how famous she is, she still knows that the best quality herbs can only be found here. But honestly, your luck isn't great today. Jiun's grandfather is seriously ill and is on the verge of death. She comes here once every month to buy herbs, and on the day she shops, no one dares to buy anything she chooses. So there's a high chance you'll leave empty-handed today. Soon, they enter the auction house. The host announces, our first item is snow ginseng. It helps extend lifespan. The starting price is 2 million. Xiaoning asks, aren't you going to bid? Qin Chen replies, it looks good on the outside, but it's hollow inside. There's no point bidding on it. Xiaoning nods. Looks like you're right. Even Jiyun didn't bid. The host continues, next item, a family treasure from a great herb master. Starting price, 10 million. People complain, do they think we're fools? Why would we buy something random at such a high price? Meanwhile, Qin Chen thinks, I hope no one bids. It would come straight to me. But just as he's about to bid, Jiyun places a bid of 20 million. Xiaoning says, looks like both of you are interested in the same thing. Qin Chen raises it to 30 million. Jiyun thinks, so someone wants to compete with me. Fine, let's compete. She raises it to 50 million, and gradually the bidding reaches 100 million. Xiaoning says in shock, what do you see in that dried ginger that makes you willing to bid 100 million? Qin Chen replies, it may look dry and ordinary, but its medicinal properties are exceptional. No matter how high the price goes, I won't leave without it. Suddenly, Jiyun's grandfather collapses from his seat. Jiyun panics. Master Zhan, what should we do? Master Zhan says, we haven't even bought the herb yet, and we don't have time to prepare medicine. We'll have to feed it to him directly. Jiyun says urgently, you can take 200 million. Just give me the herb. Qin Chen thinks, she's in serious trouble too. He steps forward and says, if you truly care about your grandfather, don't feed him that herb. Jiyun snaps, first you competed with me in bidding and now you're interfering again? Master Zhang asks, what's wrong? Why are you stopping them? Qin Chen explains, his body is too weak. If he consumes the herb directly, he won't be able to handle it. The effect could kill him instantly. Master Zhang says, it seems you do have good knowledge of herbs. Jin pleads, Master, why are we wasting time talking? Please save my grandfather. Master Zhang says, we can trust this young man. Feeding the herb directly won't help. Jin turns to Qin Chen, I'll give you anything you want. Please save my grandfather. Qin Chen says, then I want this herb. Jin agrees, if you can save him, it's yours. Xiaoning asks, but Qin Chen, how will you do it? Qin Chen replies calmly, don't worry, I've saved lives before. He begins refining the herb. Suddenly, a dragon appears before him and says, boy, what are you doing? Last time I saved your life because of your father. I won't keep saving you again. Qin Chen says, teach me a spell that can save someone. The dragon replies, you're just like your father. You'll do anything to get what you want. Listen carefully. If you have enough energy, this spell can save anyone. Repeat after me. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. As Qin Chen repeats it, a powerful energy erupts in the real world. Everyone was shocked. What is happening? It feels like a god has descended. Qin Chen channels the energy into Ji-Yun's grandfather, and he suddenly wakes up. Overjoyed, Ji-Yun says, "Thank you so much for saving my grandfather." Master Zhang adds, "Today I've witnessed a true master healer." Qin Chen says, "I've fulfilled my promise, so the herb is mine now." Ji-Yun nods, "Yes, you deserve it. And as thanks, I'd like to invite you to dinner." Qin Chen replies, "I have something to do right now, so I can't come." Jin says, "All right, maybe some other time." Xiaoning says, "People would die for just a glimpse of her, and she personally invited you to dinner, and you rejected her." As Qin Chen turns back, he says, "Her grandfather isn't fully cured yet. Every 2 months, I'll need to treat him again like today, so make sure you bring him to me on time." Ji-Yun asks, "How much will you charge per session?" Qin Chen replies, "Not much, just 20 million. Ji-Yun says in disbelief, "You just recited a strange chant for 2 seconds and you want 20 million? Qin Chen smirks. "What, did you think I'd treat him for free just because you look decent?" "All right, Miss Ji-Yun, I'll be going now." Sitting in the car, Qin Chen thought to himself, "Today I got the herb for free and made a lot of money as well. From now on, I'll be earning 20 million every couple of months." Soon Qin Chen returned to the Su mansion. As he arrived, he saw that Di Rui was already there. Di Rui said, "Brother Qin Chen, I'll take my leave now. Take care of yourself." At that moment, Qin Chen suddenly sensed that someone was attacking him, but he casually deflected the attack and knocked the attacker down. Qin Chen said calmly, "Be careful when you walk. If you fall, you might get hurt." He then checked on Grandpa and said, "Your body is completely fine for now, but if you don't exercise regularly, you may face problems later." Grandpa replied, "Good thing you're here, Qin Chen. I wanted to tell you something. I've decided that we won't stay here anymore. We'll move to Shenzhen. To be honest, I've lived a long life already. I have some old friends there. If I can spend my final days with them, I'll feel satisfied. After I leave, you all should move into the house in the hills. You'll live happily there." On the other side, Diri asked his injured subordinate, "How did you get hurt like this?" The man replied, "That boy's cultivation is extremely strong. I couldn't do anything against him." Diri said, "That's obvious. He defeated you easily. Seems like you're no match for him." The man laughed and said, "You're underestimating me. But I've figured something out. He's not a martial artist, he's a sorcerer." Diri frowned. "What's a sorcerer?" The man explained, "Just like martial artists train their bodies to become stronger, sorcerers use magic spells. They're far sharper than us mentally." Di Rui said bluntly, "So in simple terms, he's stronger than you." The man replied, "You're too impatient, Mr. D. Sorcerers are powerful at a distance, but once you get close, a martial artist can easily crush them. And with my strength, dealing with a weak sorcerer like him won't be a problem." Di Rui smirked. "Grandpa Su is leaving the city soon. This is the perfect chance to attack that bastard." Meanwhile, Grandpa Su prepared to leave. Many people from the city came to see him off. Grandpa said, "The future of this city is now in your hands. I'm going to live peacefully with my old friends." But as soon as he left, the atmosphere changed. Some people said to Suan, "You look weak now. If you ever need support after Grandpa leaves, you can rely on us." Qin Chen said coldly, "You all are getting ahead of yourselves. Grandpa has only left the city. He's not dead. Remember, the Su family is still the true ruler of this city. So stay within your limits." Suan added, "There's only one rule in society. You can't afford to be weak. The moment you become weak, even your own supporters will destroy you. Let's go home. I don't feel like thinking about all this right now." The scene shifts. Lin Qi was watching the news, which reported that Grandpa Su had left the city. She said happily, "The Su family has left the city." Yang Yi said, "Why are you so happy?" Lin Qi replied, "Don't you understand? There's no one left to support that bastard Qin Chen." Yang smirked, "You're right. Even Suan won't be able to do anything without her grandfather. Now I can easily control her." Suddenly, some unknown people entered their house. Lin Qi shouted, "Who are you? How dare you enter without permission?" The cloaked man didn't reply. Instead, he released centipedes toward them. Lin Qi begged, "Please don't do this. Spare us." The cloaked man said coldly, "To complete our mission, small sacrifices are necessary." Meanwhile, Qin Chen returned home. The moment he arrived, he sensed something was wrong. Scarface rushed out and said, "Boss, a strange man has entered the house. I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop him." Qin Chen said, "You did well. Guard the door, I'll deal with him." Suan asked, "What happened? Is something wrong?" Qin Chen replied casually, "Earlier, when Di Rui came, there was a martial artist with him. We had a little challenge, and I forgot about it. He's probably just upset." Suan said, "Oh, is that all? Then it's your fault. You should apologize." Entering the house, Qin Chen said, "Sorry, friend. I'm late." The purple-haired man replied, "No need to apologize. I entered your house without permission too." Qin Chen smiled. "Then let's sit down and talk." Tough said, "I'm thirsty. Get me some water." Qin Chen asked, Would you like juice or tea? As the man approached, he thought, I'd rather take your life. He suddenly attacked, but Qin Chen casually dodged by bending down. Qin Chen said, seems like there's nothing to drink at home. Tell me quickly, tea or this drink? The man said, I'll have tea. But he thought, this guy is incredibly lucky. No one could normally dodge an attack like that. As Qin Chen started making tea, the man tried to attack again, but Qin Chen effortlessly dodged once more. Qin Chen said, Brother Tough, you're quite strange. You keep falling on your own. Tough thought, is this really just coincidence, or is he doing it intentionally? There's no way he's skilled enough to dodge my attacks. It must be luck. Fine, this time I'll use a knife. Let's see how he dodges that. But once again, Qin Chen casually stepped aside and avoided the attack. Qin Chen said, Grandpa left a bouquet before leaving. It's still fresh. I should give it to someone. By the way, Brother Tough, maybe my house just doesn't suit you. That's why you keep falling. Now the man started to panic internally. This can't be a coincidence. He dodged 3 lethal attacks in a row. Qin Chen handed him tea and said, Here, drink this. Maybe it'll clear your mind. The man thought, if this isn't coincidence, then his reflexes are incredibly fast. He's dodging my attacks while doing other things at the same time. Qin Chen asked, by the way, why did you come here? Tough replied, I suddenly remembered I had some work nearby, so I thought I'd stop by and meet you. But now my work is done, so I'll be leaving. As Tough turned to leave, he thought, that bastard Dirui gave me completely wrong information about this guy. The safest option is to get out of here alive. Just then, Qin Chen appeared in front of him and said, I gave you 3 chances to kill me, and you wasted all of them. Tough said, I'm a level 3 warrior. If you let me go, it will be better for you. Otherwise, things might escalate, and I will take revenge. Besides, you're just a sorcerer. It takes you at least 3 minutes to cast a spell. In that time, I could kill you 100 times. Qin Chen suddenly appeared behind him and said coldly, and who told you I'm a sorcerer? Tough immediately blocked Qin Chen's attack and said, my name is Tough. I can't be weak. But with just a slight release of energy, Qin Chen sent him flying backward. Qin Chen said calmly, even the toughest bone can be broken by me. You're tough only in name. In my eyes, you're nothing but useless. Even if I gave you 300 chances instead of 3, you still wouldn't be able to touch me. Tell me, did Dirui send you? Tough replied honestly, yes. I took money from Dirui to teach you a lesson. I don't have any personal grudge against you. I'm just doing this for money. Qin Chen said, fine. I won't kill you. But when you go back, tell Dirui clearly, he shouldn't even think about provoking me again. He used to be Grandpa's friend, so I've already spared him twice. There won't be a 3rd time. Next time, I'll end him. Tough nodded quickly. Don't worry, I'll deliver the message. At that moment, Suan walked in and asked, what's going on here? Qin Chen replied casually, nothing much, just a friendly conversation. Tough quietly left. Suan said, honestly, that guy felt really strange. Qin Chen reassured her, don't worry, after today, he won't come anywhere near this house again. The scene shifts to Dirui's house. A bodyguard said, Chairman, Master Tough is calling. Tough said over the phone, Brother Dirui, let me be clear. The man Qin Chen is completely out of your league. He's far more powerful than you can imagine. It would be best if you don't provoke him. Annoyed, Dirui replied, you took my money to kill him, and now you're talking nonsense after taking the payment? Tough said calmly, I'm telling you the truth. You paid me, so I've warned you once. If you still want to kill him, send someone else. But remember my words. If you attack him again, he will wipe out your entire D family. Furious, Dirui threw the phone aside and said, what nonsense is this idiot talking about? He's saying I can't even touch a normal person. I admit there's no one in the city who can easily deal with him, but there must be someone who can take him on. At that moment, a voice came from behind him. We can handle it for you. Turning around, Dirui asked, who are you? The cloaked man replied, we are from the Xuanming mansion, and we can take care of your problem. The scene shifts to Jin Hong's office. Angrily, Jin Hong said, I hired you people for one job, and you can't even do that? How am I supposed to face Mr. Qin Chen now? I told you to find high-quality herbs, and you brought me garbage. Just then, he received a call from Yang, who said, I have a 1,000-year-old herb of the purest quality. If you want it, I can give it to you. Jin Hong immediately said excitedly, send me the location. I'll come right away. Yang added, bring Master Qin Chen along as well. He can verify the quality on the spot. Jin Hong replied, no problem. If Master Qin checks it himself, that would be even better. After hanging up, Yang said to the cloaked man, I've done everything you asked. The cloaked man smirked. You're quite good at lying. Crying, Yang begged, please, let me go now. You can take my wife and her younger sister. Do whatever you want with them, but please spare me. Without hesitation, the cloaked man attacked and killed Yang. Then he turned to the women and said coldly, if you want to live, do exactly as I say. The scene shifts again. Qin Chen and Jin Hong arrived at the location given by Yang. Qin Chen said, Jin Hong, are you sure this is the place? Jin Hong replied, this is the location he sent. but something feels off about this place. An old man stepped out and said, "Welcome." Jin Hong said impatiently, "Just give us the ginseng quickly, we need to leave." The old man smiled and said, "Before you go, at least say hello to these kids." Suddenly, two men rushed forward to attack. Qin Chen stepped ahead, grabbed both of them, and slammed them hard onto the ground. Qin Chen said, "If you have more tricks, you should use them now." The old man laughed. "I've spent my entire life mastering techniques. I have more tricks than you can imagine." As he spoke, he filled the entire room with black mist. Jin Hong panicked. "Brother Qin, I can't see anything. What do we do now?" Qin Chen said calmly, "If we can't see, we can still hear." Focusing on the old man's movements, he pinpointed his location and struck him with a powerful punch, sending him flying. Qin Chen said coldly, "After a lifetime of training, this is all you've learned? If I were you, I would have quit martial arts long ago." Suddenly, Qin Chen heard a strange noise. He asked, "Jin Hong, do you hear that?" Jin Hong replied, "Yes, it's coming from the next room." They entered the room and found Lin Qi tied up. Qin Chen said, "Lin Qi, what are you doing here?" Crying, she said, "Qin Chen, please save me. If you don't, they'll kill me." While freeing her, Qin Chen said, "I'll save you, but who exactly are you running from?" She said desperately, "Just save me. I'll do whatever you say afterward." Qin Chen said, "Jin Hong, we should leave first. We'll talk later." Crying, Lin Qi said, "I've lost everything. This is the worst day of my life." As they were leaving the forest, Qin Chen saw an injured man. The man said, "Master Qin, what are you doing here?" Qin Chen asked, "Wei Shan, who did this to you?" Wei Shan replied, "I was secretly protecting Miss Su, but today I failed." Qin Chen said urgently, "What happened? Tell me quickly." Wei Shan said, "Some people came to kidnap her. I tried my best, but I couldn't stop them." Qin Chen's expression darkened as he said, "What? Suan has been kidnapped?" The scene shifts to the kidnapper's hideout. The kidnapper said, "Usually, when we kidnap someone, they start trembling in fear. But you're the first girl who's sitting here so calmly, even after being kidnapped. To be honest, conquering girls like you is on another level of excitement. The more you glare at me, the more I like you. Suan, listen to me. The more you cooperate, the better it will be for you. Otherwise, I'll have to hurt you for no reason." Suan replied coldly, "If you have the guts, then try hurting me." Angered, the kidnapper slapped her. He sneered, "You might be a young miss in your own house, but here, you're nothing. Here, you're just a puppet. If you obey your master, you'll survive. If not, you'll be destroyed. And if you think your people will come here to save you, then let me tell you, that's impossible. No one can even find this place. And even if they do, what can they possibly do to me? I'll give you 5 minutes. Calm down. Think carefully. If you're still not obedient after that, you'll see my true anger." Suan thought to herself, "Ever since Grandpa left, everything has started going wrong. Still, they probably won't kill me yet. Their goal isn't fulfilled. Qin Chen, take care of yourself. Don't fall into their hands." Meanwhile, Qin Chen arrived at the Su family mansion. The guards, on the verge of tears, said, "Master Qin, we were waiting for you. We were too weak. We couldn't protect Miss Su." Qin Chen said firmly, "There's no point dwelling on what already happened. Our only priority now is to find Suan. Who took her? How did they take her?" The bodyguards replied, "A group of men came in a black van with no license plate. We've contacted the police, but there's been no update yet." Qin Chen asked, "Where's Scarface? How could this happen while he was here?" They replied, "Scarface is badly injured. He fought them, but both his arms were broken. He's currently in the hospital." Qin Chen thought, Scarface is one of the strongest among them, a first-level refining martial artist. Anyone who could break his arms isn't ordinary. The bodyguards asked anxiously, "Master Qin Chen, what should we do?" Qin Chen said, "Some of you search for Suan's location. Send all injured people to the hospital immediately. Jin Hong, you stay here and keep an eye on Lin Qi. Don't let her escape. She still has important information." He thought, "The longer I delay, the greater the danger to Suan. I have so many techniques. There must be one that can track her." At that moment, he recalled the golden silk searching technique, a forbidden skill capable of locating anyone. However, it came at a heavy cost. It severely damaged the user's body and drained future energy. Qin Chen clenched his fists and thought, "This is serious. I can't think about the consequences right now. Suan has helped me so many times. If I can't save her even once, what's the point of me being here?" He immediately activated the technique. "Suan, where are you?" Soon, he discovered her location, on a mountain 32 kilometers away from the city. But the strain made him cough up blood. The guards rushed forward. "Master Qin Chen, are you alright?" he said urgently. "Get the car ready. We're going to Mount Chengduan." Back at the kidnapper's hideout, the 5 minutes had passed. Suan said coldly, "Get lost. You're not getting anything from me." The kidnapper laughed. "I've brought countless beautiful girls here, but you're the first one this fearless. Fine, now you'll see what I'm capable of." Just then, a voice echoed, "What exactly do you think you're going to do?" The kidnapper snapped, "Who's there?" Qin Chen stepped forward and said, "Open your eyes. Your death is standing right in front of you." Shocked, the kidnapper said, "How did you find this place? Even powerful people couldn't locate it." Before he could react, Qin Chen struck him with a devastating punch. "Today, you'll pay for all your sins." With another punch, he slammed the kidnapper into the ground. "Who sent you? Speak." Terrified, the kidnapper said, I did this on Diri's orders." Qin Chen's eyes turned cold. "Diri, I already spared you twice. Kidnapping Suan is a mistake you shouldn't have made." The kidnapper pleaded, "I only did it for money. I didn't intend to harm Miss Su." "Please spare me," Qin Chen said sharply. "Didn't harm her? Then where did that injury on her face come from? Don't tell me she slapped herself." The kidnapper stammered. I'm a professional. I had to act tough," Qin Chen said coldly. "Then today, I'll strip away all your professionalism. Someone like you doesn't deserve to live freely." He struck him again, leaving him completely crippled. Suan asked in shock, "Qin Chen, did you kill him?" Qin Chen replied, "Death is too easy for him. I only broke his bones. He'll spend the rest of his life bedridden in a hospital. As long as he has money, they'll treat him. After that, they'll throw him out. He'll suffer for his sins in this very world." He looked at Suan with guilt. "What happened to you today? It's all my fault. I failed to protect you." Suan said gently, "Why are you crying? Look, I'm completely fine." Qin Chen said firmly, "I promise, I won't let this happen again." She smiled, "I trust you. Let's go home." Back at the mansion, Scarface was being supported by the guards. They said, "Brother Scarface, both your arms are broken. You can't fight anymore. Master Qin will save Miss Su." Just then, someone shouted, "Master Qin Chen is back. Miss Su is safe." A doctor examined Suan and said, "She only has minor injuries on her face, nothing serious. Apply the medicine and she'll recover by morning." Qin Chen said with relief, "That's good. I'm glad you're fine." Outside, Scarface said guiltfully, "Brother Qin Chen, this is all my fault. I was too weak. I couldn't protect Miss Su. Punish me or throw me out. I deserve it." Qin Chen shook his head. "You did everything you could. I have no reason to blame you." Then he asked, "Was that kidnapper a cultivator? How did he injure you so badly?" Suan said, "I almost forgot to mention, there weren't just one, but two people who attacked me." Qin Chen frowned. "Who was the other bastard?" Suan replied, "I couldn't see their faces clearly, but they were wearing red robes, and one of them had a strange centipede with him." Scarface added, "That centipede bit me. It paralyzed me. Otherwise, they wouldn't have defeated me so easily." Qin Chen muttered coldly, "Red robes and a centipede? This has to be the work of those scum from Xuanming Mansion." Then he said, "I'm stepping out for a while. Everyone, take care of Suan." Scarface asked, "What should I do?" Qin Chen replied, "Stay at the gate. If anyone even comes near the house, call me immediately. Don't take action yourself for now. I'll go meet Dirui and see how he dared to do something like this." Just then, Suan signaled toward a corner. "There's someone hiding inside the broom cabinet." When Qin Chen checked, he found young Master D hiding inside. After beating him for a while, Qin Chen tied him up. Young Master D said nervously, "This all started a few days ago. You know, my dad hired some martial artists to deal with you, but they failed. Out of anger, he contacted the people from Xuanming Mansion, but that turned out to be his biggest mistake. They're not good people at all. The moment they arrived, they captured my dad. Now they're threatening me to somehow kill Lin Qi. If I refuse, they'll kill me. I'm begging you. Please help me." Jin Hong said, "Master Qin, Lin Qi isn't exactly a good person either. Why don't we just hand her over? Maybe we can reach those people through her." Qin Chen shook his head. Why would they send someone like him to kill Lin Qi? They should have far stronger people. This doesn't make sense. Just then, they heard a scream from inside. Jin Hong said, "This might be a trap." That sound came from Lin Qi's side. Qin Chen said, "Jin Hong, stay here and keep an eye on him. I'll go check." As soon as Qin Chen left, young Master D started laughing. Qin Chen thought, this could be a trap, but with so many guards here and Jin Hong present, it shouldn't be a problem. Meanwhile, a mysterious master was taking Lin Qi away. He sneered, "I heard so much about Qin Chen, but he's weak. I walked into his house and took her without him even noticing." Suddenly, he paused. "Wait, what was that sound?" In the next instant, Qin Chen appeared right in front of him. "You're too slow. You won't escape." He attacked with his dragon claw, striking the man. The master smirked. "You think you're the only one with special powers? My poison centipede is more than enough for you." Qin Chen replied calmly, "Let's see who's stronger." He activated Supreme Lightning Art, and in a single strike, the old man was completely burned and defeated. Picking up Lin Qi, Qin Chen said, "Finally, I saved her. I'll head back home and rest for a while." But when he reached home, he noticed the door was broken. "Jin Hong, come out quickly and help me." There was no response. Inside, he found everyone severely injured. Qin Chen thought, where did young Master D and Jin Hong go? Wait, Suan was inside too. Don't tell me I lost her again. He rushed inside, only to find Suan peacefully sleeping. She woke up and said, "Qin Chen, you're finally back." Relieved, he said, "I'm glad you're safe. All the guards outside are unconscious and Jin Hong is missing. I thought something happened to you. Suan smiled. Everything's fine. You must be exhausted. Get some rest. The next morning, Qin Chen woke up early and went to the kitchen. He saw Suan cooking. You're up already? She said. I thought you'd be too tired. Qin Chen replied. I don't like leaving things unfinished. I couldn't sleep anyway. She said. The food isn't ready yet. Come back in a bit. But when he looked, the noodles had turned into something like porridge. Suan said awkwardly, I was trying to make noodles, but it looks like this. Qin Chen smiled. It's fine. Let's taste it. After tasting, Suan said, it's really sweet. I think I added sugar instead of salt. Even so, Qin Chen finished the entire bowl. She said, if it tastes bad, you don't have to eat it. He replied, no, it's actually really good. At that moment, the news started playing. Last night, multiple incidents occurred in the city. A fire broke out at businessman Dirui's residence, resulting in several deaths. Both Dirui and his son are currently missing. Another businessman, Yang Yi, was found dead in his home. Police suspect the involvement of a dangerous criminal. Sources say Dirui and Yang Yi were closely connected, and these incidents may not be a coincidence. Citizens are advised to remain cautious. Suan looked at Qin Chen and asked, Did you do this? He replied calmly, No, I didn't. She said, Whoever did this must have had very bad intentions. Qin Chen said, I don't know how they died, but I do know they were plotting against us. Your kidnapping and your injuries were part of their plan. Maybe Yang Yi died because he disobeyed Dirui, and Dirui might have disobeyed his own boss. But what I don't understand is, they had the perfect chance to kidnap you again last night, yet they didn't. Suan said, Could it be that their real target is my grandfather? Qin Chen shook his head. If that were the case, they wouldn't act like this. At that moment, Lin Qi spoke up. Their original targets were both of you, but now they're after my younger sister. Yesterday, those people suddenly broke into our house and knocked us unconscious. But when that red-robed man saw my sister, his behavior changed completely. He said, My sister has a legendary supreme body. Yang Yi said angrily, What nonsense are you talking about? She's just a useless girl who changes boyfriends every other day. Dirui snapped, Forget all that useless talk. Just tell me, when are you going to kill Qin Chen? I can't wait any longer. But before he could say anything more, the robed master suddenly killed Dirui. The cloaked man said coldly, You work under me, not the other way around. Don't ever think about giving me orders. I killed him because not everyone should know about a legendary physique. Now call that bastard Jin Hong immediately. Everything must proceed exactly as we planned. Lin Qi said, You already know what happened after that. The original plan was to trap Qin Chen and kidnap Suan. But because of my involvement yesterday, both Dirui and Yang Yi ended up dead. What happens next? I have no idea. Qin Chen said thoughtfully. So that's how they died. Things have taken a very strange turn. Suan asked, What are you planning to do now? Crying, Lin Qi said, What can I even do? My husband is dead, and my younger sister has been captured by extremely powerful people. The only person who could help me, I treated him so badly that I don't even deserve to ask for his help. I can't ask you to save my sister. I just want one thing. If we die, please bury me and my sister properly. I can't trust anyone else with that. Qin Chen said firmly, I'll help you. Not for you, but for Suan. And besides, they've also captured my friend Jin Hong. Tears streaming down her face, Lin Qi said, Thank you. Thank you so much. At that moment, someone walked into the house and said mockingly, So this is how the Su family lives now? In such a shabby place? I knew your standards had fallen. Qin Chen turned sharply. Who's there? A man stepped forward and said, Suan, why are you living in such a trashy house? I'll book you a luxury hotel. Go stay there. There's no point living here. Qin Chen asked, Is he your brother? Suan said coldly, Suyu, what are you doing here? Suyu smirked. Looks like after leaving Jiangdu you forgot about me. Shouldn't you at least call me brother? Suan replied, I have no relationship with the Su family anymore. The day we left Jiangdu, all ties were broken. Why are you here? Suyu said casually, To be honest, I don't care about you either. I'm here to take something that Grandpa took from the Su family years ago. Right now, it's extremely important to us, so hand it over. Suan said, I don't even know what you're talking about. Please leave. Suyu laughed. Of course you don't know. Grandpa would never tell you about something of that level. Suan said firmly, Leave now, or I'll call the police. Suyu sneered. That's the funniest joke I've heard today. Who do you think you're threatening? Do you really think the police would dare touch the Su family? Now hand it over. I'd hate to hurt my dear little sister. Before he could continue, Qin Chen slapped his hand away. Don't you feel ashamed threatening your own sister? Suyu narrowed his eyes. And who are you? Qin Chen replied, I'm Suan's friend, Qin Chen. As long as I'm here, you won't force her to do anything. Suyu smirked. First time I've heard of you. He suddenly attacked, but Qin Chen blocked it. Suyu was shocked. A master this strong in such a small city? That's unusual. At the same time, Qin Chen thought his cultivation is extremely high. Even at full power, I might only have a 50% chance of winning, and Suan could get hurt in the fight. I need to avoid a direct confrontation. Suyu attacked again, saying, "Don't worry. I'm very good at controlling my strength. Your little Suan won't get hurt." Qin Chen blocked again. Suyu moved behind him. "You can't do anything here." But Qin Chen blocked once more. Suyu suddenly struck his leg and knocked him down. Suan called out, "Qin Chen, are you okay?" He replied, "Don't come closer. I won't stop until I defeat him." Suyu laughed. "You're interesting. With your age and strength, no one in this city can match you. But in bigger cities, you're nothing more than an insect. I've killed hundreds of cultivators like you. My advice, stay out of this matter. It'll be better for you." Qin Chen said firmly, "Suan's matter is my matter. No one can keep me away from it. If she doesn't want to do something, no one can force her." Suyu smiled faintly. "If anyone else had said that, I would have already crushed them. Normally, I hate people who don't know their place, but for some reason, I'm not angry at you. Let's make a deal." Qin Chen thought, "What is he planning?" Suyu continued, "Your cultivation should currently be at the first stage of the foundation realm, right?" Qin Chen frowned. "What does that have to do with you?" Even though I've hidden my cultivation, he still saw through it. Suyu said, "I'll give you 2 years. If you come to Jiangdu within those 2 years, I'll spare you. But if you don't, I'll take Suan with me and destroy you." Qin Chen asked, "And if I do come?" Suyu replied, "Then you'll get the honor of fighting in Jiangdu's most prestigious arena. Win or lose, if you become my opponent, your name will spread far and wide. Opportunities will open up for you. Think about it. It's a great deal." Qin Chen said. "All right, I don't have any problem with that." Suyu replied, "Good. Then I'll take my leave. But before I go, I have a few things to say. Suan, make sure you clearly tell Grandpa this. No matter how hard he tries, that item will eventually return to the Su family. And the people who come after me won't be as kind as I am, so you better be prepared." Suan said calmly, "We'll handle it ourselves." Suyu then looked at Qin Chen and said, "I have some information for you as well. The leader of the Xuanming mansion isn't the one who took your friend. The one who took him is a monster disguised as a human. With your current strength, don't even think about going up against them. If you do, you'll die. You need training before you can face them." Qin Chen replied, "I'll decide what I need to do." Suyu nodded. "Fine, then I'll be leaving. We'll meet again in the arena." After he left, Qin Chen thought, "The big families of Jiangdu are really strange. He had the perfect chance to defeat us, yet he just walked away. To be honest, whether it's resources or connections, the people of Jiangdu are far ahead of us." Suan then said, "Before leaving, Grandpa left a message for me. He said that if we ever face a problem we can't handle, we should seek help from Feng Jia, the chief of the security bureau in our province. He used to be Grandpa's classmate, so he'll definitely help us." Qin Chen said, "If the security bureau chief helps us, that would be great. But why do you look so worried? Did something happen?" Suan replied, "To reach higher positions in life, you always need someone's support. In the past, when Feng Jia wasn't being selected as chief, my grandpa and Di Rui helped him. But now your conflict with Di Rui is publicly known, so asking for help might be difficult." Qin Chen said confidently, "Even if he doesn't help us, we're strong enough to handle things on our own." Just then, someone knocked on the door. Suan said, "Is Suyu back again?" But when she opened the door, she saw several officers standing outside. One of them said, "Are you Mr. Qin Chen and Miss Su? Chief Feng has sent us to invite you to a banquet tonight." Qin Chen asked, "A banquet?" The officer replied, "We were only asked to deliver the message. We don't know anything else. Please don't reject the invitation." Qin Chen and Suan exchanged a glance and said, "Don't worry, we'll attend." Later, Qin Chen and Suan arrived at the party. Suan looked around and said, "This party is much better than the previous one, and it looks like all the big figures of the city are here." Qin Chen said, "That means the people from Xuanming Mansion won't dare to cause any trouble here." Suan smiled slightly and said, "We'll also find out whether Uncle likes you or not. Even if he doesn't, he won't dare do anything to you here." Qin Chen replied calmly, "He wouldn't be able to do anything anyway." Just then, someone called out Suan's name from the side. Suan said, "Who called me?" Then hugging her, Jiaodi said, "Sister Wan, I missed you so much. You didn't come to meet me even once." Shocked, Qin Chen said, "Who on earth is this girl?" Jiaodi then said, "Sister Wan, who is this guy?" "Well, let me tell you, I am Feng Jiaodi, the only daughter of the Feng family. I know Sister Wan personally, so you could say no one knows more about her than I do. Looking at your face, it seems you are Qin Chen." Qin Chen replied, "Yes, you understood correctly." Jiaodi said, "Understand one thing. There is nothing particularly special about you that would make Suan like you. She chose you, and that itself is a very big deal. Never do anything bad to her." Qin Chen replied, "The way you spoke was quite casual." Jiaodi said, "I have never seen a better or happier girl than Sister Suan. She is like a goddess whom no one can trouble." Suan said, "Don't take her words to heart. She's just a child." Jiao said, because you are liked by Sister Suan, I approve of you too. But looking at your face makes me quite annoyed. Anyway, Sister Suan, I came here to tell you something. Suan asked, what happened? Is there a problem? Jiao said, you must remember Jiao, the man who works under my dad. Suan replied, yes, I remember. Jiao told her that he is a very good friend of Di Rui, and that he is thinking of taking revenge on Qin Chen. Laughing, Suan said, he can't do that. My grandpa told me that Jiao is a very cowardly man. If your dad Qi Feng didn't have his back, he wouldn't have achieved anything in life. An ordinary man cannot even touch a hair on Qin Cheng's head. Jiao thought to herself, it seems Qin Cheng is a very powerful person. That's why Sister Suan is showing so much confidence about him. Just then, it was announced that Qi Feng was arriving. Suan explained that Qi Feng was the #1 military student of his time, and because of his achievements, he holds many records that no one has been able to break to this day. Jiao pointed out that the man standing just behind him is Jiao. He follows her dad around like a shadow. By the way, why are you not greeting my dad like everyone else? Qin Cheng replied, precisely because I don't know your dad. Just because he holds a high position doesn't mean I bow to him or speak to him in that manner. That's not something I can do. I respect a person, not their rank. Just then, Jiao said, that boy didn't greet our chief. Go bring that scoundrel here. Qi Feng said, wait, all of you. What exactly did he do wrong? If he doesn't want to greet me, that's fine. We work for the public and cannot misuse our authority for petty things. Bring that boy here, but bring him kindly. Everyone around was talking among themselves. Qin Cheng has a lot of guts. First he picked a fight with the Di Rui, destroyed him, and now he's being this bold in front of Jiao too. Today, we're definitely going to witness something amazing. Jiao said, Qi Feng wants to meet you. Come and greet him. Qin Cheng replied, if you talk to me like that, I will never go with you. Jiao said, look, I've been patient enough with you. Just because I'm speaking politely doesn't mean I'm weak. I can put you in your place in just 1 second. Suan then said, all right, Jiao, go ahead and do it. I'm standing right here in front of you. Let's see who you can actually harm. Jiao immediately bowed and said, Miss Su, forgive me. I didn't notice you. Suan said, the chief told you to speak to him kindly. Do you think this is what speaking kindly looks like? Try speaking to Qin Cheng with attitude again, and I will forget that you are Qi Feng's man. Jiao thought bitterly. If the Su family weren't so powerful, I would have taught him a lesson right now. In the future, when I become a senior officer, the Su family will be the first I destroy. He then apologized to Qin Cheng and said, Qi Feng is calling you to meet him. Qin Cheng replied, if it was just this simple, you could have told me from the beginning. I would have gladly gone. Jiao thought, this man caused all this drama just to make me bow. Greeting Qi Feng, Qin Cheng said, Qi Feng, thank you so much for inviting us to the party. May I ask why you called me here? Qi Feng replied warmly, my boy, it's nothing too special. Your grandfather Su was a very good friend of mine, and Suan is like a daughter to me. So I wanted to see whether the person she chose for herself is a good man or not. Besides, you are becoming quite famous in our department. There was a notorious kidnapper in our city, whom we couldn't catch despite many attempts. He came forward and surrendered and told us to protect him from you. Qin Cheng laughed and said, so you're talking about that kidnapper. Don't worry, I've already taught him a lesson. He will never kidnap anyone again in his life. Qi Feng then took Qin Cheng's hand and said, Qin Cheng, I find you to be a remarkable person. Would you be interested in working as an instructor within the security bureau? Jiao said irritably, he is not at all qualified to be an instructor. How can we make a stranger an instructor? Qin Cheng replied, well, honestly, I'm not really interested in this job either, but you cannot say I'm not qualified to do it. Jiao said, the instructor position is higher than mine. If you can defeat me, I'll accept that you are more qualified than me. Qin Cheng asked, if I raise a hand against you, won't you have me arrested? Jiao replied, don't worry about that at all. The chief will be watching everything. Qin Cheng said, well, honestly, I never fight without bets. How about we place a bet on this fight? Jiao said, all right then, let's go. If you beat me here, I will apologize to you in front of everyone and accept you as my superior. Qin Cheng replied, just make sure you don't go back on your word later. Jiao asked, and if you lose, what will you do? Qin Cheng said, don't even worry about that, because I'm not going to lose. Jiao thought to himself, just like my friend described, this guy is exactly that kind of person. He has way too much pride in himself. Brother D, don't worry at all. I will take your revenge. Meanwhile, Qi Feng laughed and said, the young people these days really have hot blood in them. They place bets over the smallest of things. By the way, Jiao is one of the top 3 geniuses in our bureau. By the age of 25, he had already become a master. Qin Cheng asked, what is a master? What kind of rank is that? Qi Feng explained, everyone who is able to use Qi is called a master rank, and those who reach foundation establishment are called grand masters. Grandmaster level individuals normally hold very high ranks within the bureau. Looking at your confidence, it seems you might also be at the Grandmaster level. Qin Chen replied, yes, you could say I am a Grandmaster. The skills within my body are very powerful, but my cultivation level is still quite low. Chief Feng said cheerfully, you can't be more than 20 or 22 years old. At such a young age, you've already become a Grandmaster, and yet you're saying you haven't achieved anything particularly special. My boy, you are going to go very far in life. Jiaodi said, Qin Chen, my dad has taken quite a liking to you. Just then a guard came over and said, Miss, I'm sorry, we weren't able to get the ticket. Jiaodi said angrily, what were you even doing? I told you I needed a ticket to Jiyun's concert, and you couldn't get me even one ticket. Qin Chen asked, are you talking about the famous star Chu Jiyun? If you need a ticket to her concert, I can get one for you. Jiaodi said, but she's a very famous star. How would you manage to get one? Wait a second. If you know Chu Jiyun, does that mean you're cheating? Sister Suan, I already told you that this guy is not good for you at all. Qin Chen replied, I only met Jiyun in connection with some work. Other than that, I have no relationship with her. Suan asked, what kind of work did you meet her for? Qin Chen thought, do I really have to tell them the whole story? Suan pressed further, you still haven't told us how you met her. So Qin Chen explained the entire story to them. Suan said, well, come to think of it, you treated my grandfather, and in the same way you also treated Jun's grandfather. You're not using these grandpas as an excuse to flirt with girls, are you? Qin Chen replied, you're misunderstanding me. I only did all of this because of a hobby, nothing else. Jiaodi said, if you know her, that means I can get a concert ticket, right? Qin Chen said, yes. Tell me what kind of ticket you want. I'll call her right now and arrange it. Jiaodi said, actually, just ask her to come meet us. We don't just want a ticket. We also want to know the truth. All further discussion will happen face to face. The scene then moves to the next morning. Qin Chen thought, I figured these people were just joking about meeting Jiyun, but they actually called her to the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. Just then, Jiyun entered the house and said, getting inside this house was quite a challenge. Your security guards were questioning me as if I were some kind of thief. There's no respect for celebrities around here. Jiaodi said, my name is Fen Jiaodi, and this is my house. Nice to meet you. Jiyun said, Fen Jiaodi, you're the one who runs my fan club, aren't you? I've seen quite a few videos you've made. Thank you so much for supporting me in this way. Jiaodi said excitedly, I never imagined my idol would know my name. Now I'll tell the whole world that Chu Jiyun knows me. Jiyun replied, knowing that lovely people like you are my fans makes me very happy. Then glancing at Suan, Jiyun thought, it seems she is Qin Cheng's girlfriend. Meanwhile, Qin Chen thought, why are both of these girls staring at me? What have I done to either of them? I need to find a way out of this situation somehow. He then handed Jiyun a box and said, I've prepared medicine for your grandfather. That's why I called you here. Jiyun said, I traveled all this way to meet you, and you're not even asking me to sit down. It's only because of you people that I'm even doing a concert in this city, and you're not even a little bit grateful. Qin Chen replied, look, you didn't come here because of me, you came because of this medicine. If it weren't for the medicine, I could have called you 1,000 times, and you never would have shown up. Jiyun thought, this guy is really sharp. Then, looking at Suan, she said, so that's Miss Su that you're always talking about. I have to say, she is very beautiful. But setting aside beauty, she doesn't come close to matching me in anything else. Whether it's talent or ability, I have far more of both. Qin Chen replied, who cares about that? In other people's eyes, you may be some big star, but in my eyes, you are simply a paying customer who came here to buy medicine from me. Irritated, Jiyun said, you are such a strange man. Anyway, I have some very urgent work to attend to, so I'm leaving. We'll discuss the rest later. Qin Chen then said, by the way, could you give me a ticket to your concert? Jiaodi is a huge fan of yours and she wanted to attend. As she was leaving, Jiyun said, I'll have my assistant send one over later. I can do anything for my fans. Jiyun then got into her car and told her assistant to send tickets to that house. At the same time, she thought to herself, Qin Chen is the first person who was not attracted to me at all. It seems the effect of my perfume has worn off quite a bit. I'll need to keep using it, so my popularity doesn't decline. The scene then shifts. We see Xuanming Mansion's master, who has been watching everything. The master said, the more this girl uses my potion, the more my power will grow. Qin Chen, I have suffered great losses because of you. Jiyun will compensate me for that soon enough. And once I have fully healed, I will use this girl's special body to achieve a breakthrough. Only 3 days remain until my plan succeeds. On the day of the concert, I will finally prevail. The scene then jumps forward 3 full days. Jiaodi said excitedly, this is the first time I'm sitting in the VIP box at a concert. Suan replied, honestly, sitting here isn't all that special. The real fun of a concert is when you're standing right in the middle of the crowd. Jiaodi said, you know, Qin Chen, you are truly amazing. If it weren't for you, I never would have experienced this. Qin Chen thought to himself, Honestly, because of these people, I ended up behaving quite rudely toward Jiun. Despite that, she still sent me more than 20 VIP tickets. And truthfully, ever since I arrived here, I've had a feeling that something is about to go wrong. I'm just praying that nothing bad happens. Just then the concert began. Watching Jiun perform, Jiaodi said, "She is so beautiful. Her singing is just as beautiful as she is." Qin Chen also found himself moved to tears and thought, there is so much pain hidden in this song. I feel as though I've escaped the grip of the Lin family only to fall into the grip of the Su family. I've become like a bird that has always lived in a cage. But then, snapping back to his senses, Qin Chen thought, what just came over me? Suan was also crying and said, sometimes I feel very envious of ordinary people. They can say whatever is on their minds. They don't need to be the best at everything. And then there's me, always confined within the expectations of the Su family, always running in the race to be the best. Qin Chen thought, the Suan I know would never say something like this. This song is playing with everyone's minds. It's not possible for anyone to bring about such a drastic shift in atmosphere using just one song. I need to find out what exactly happened here that changed the atmosphere so completely. Just then, Qin Chen sensed a strange energy coming from within Jiun. He said, I'm stepping out for a moment on some business. Both of you take care of yourselves. But neither of them paid any attention to what he said. Coming outside, Qin Chen said, she was glowing red. There was something wrong with her. Whatever is happening here is because of that. Just then, a girl grabbed his arm and said, Mr. Qin, were you looking for me? If you're bored of the concert, come spend some time with me. But Qin Chen released his energy and threw her back. He said, how dare you use your technique on me? I could finish you off in 5 minutes. The girl replied, the technique you're calling weak. No one has ever escaped it before. The elder was absolutely right. Your mind is as sharp as your body. Qin Chen asked, which elder are you talking about? Are you from Xuanming Mansion? And what exactly are you doing here? The girl panicked and said, you're misunderstanding me. No elder sent me here. Qin Chen pressed, then what did you come here to do? The girl explained that she cultivates by absorbing the energy of humans, and since a large crowd had gathered for the concert, she came here for that purpose. Qin Chen launched an attack and said, don't make the mistake of lying to me. I've held this punch back for now, but if you lie again, it will land. Frightened, the girl admitted that she is a disciple of Xuanming Mansion, and that she was also the one who sold Chu Jiun the perfume. She had told Jiun that using it would make her very famous, but in reality, she was using that perfume to absorb Jiun's energy. Normally, perfume doesn't have such a strong effect on other people, but it seems Jiun used far too much of it this time. Qin Chen asked, then why don't you just absorb people's energy yourself directly? The girl explained that her voice is very unpleasant, which is why she cannot attack people directly. She then added, if you let me go, I will tell you the elder's location in exchange. Qin Chen thought, they currently have Jin Hong and Lin Qi's sister. If I can find out about the elder, I might be able to rescue them. The scene then moves forward, and we see them arriving near Tai Mountain. The girl said, up ahead you'll find a cave. That's where my elder is hiding. Coming to the entrance of the cave, Qin Chen said, looking at this place, it doesn't seem like anyone would live here. Could it be that the girl fooled me and was trying to lure me into a trap? Just then, the cave door shut on its own. Qin Chen said, so this really was a trap. Since I can't get out now, let me go inside and see what I can do. As soon as he stepped further in, he found a large number of high-quality pills. Qin Chen said, what are high-quality pills doing in this rundown cave? It looks like the elder of Xuanming Mansion was using these for himself. Since he's not here right now, I'll use all these pills for myself. There must be at least thousands of pills here. Using these, I'll definitely achieve a breakthrough. As Qin Chen began using the pills, snow started falling outside. The girl said in shock, how did it suddenly start snowing? Inside, Qin Chen thought, I can feel my energy growing. Coming here turned out to be extremely beneficial for me. Just then, a dragon appeared before Qin Chen and said, you have improved considerably compared to the last time. You were very weak before, which is why I couldn't teach you anything then. But now I'm going to teach you a punching technique. The name of my technique is the Nameless Punch. Qin Chen said, what? The Nameless Punch? Did you create this technique yourself? The dragon replied, you are very lucky to be practicing a technique I created. My technique is far superior to anything ordinary humans have developed. Qin Chen was in the middle of practicing the technique when he heard a sound from the side. Turning around, he said, who's there? Come out and show yourself. He then saw that it was none other than Lin Qi's sister. Lin Qi's sister said, listen, brother-in-law, that scoundrel is going to come back any moment. Please leave quickly. Qin Chen said, first of all, I am not your brother-in-law. Second, where is Jin Hong? Lin Qi's sister explained that the elder said he was needed for some task and had taken him somewhere else. Qin Chen said, all right, we're getting out of here right now. Don't make any sudden movements. At the same time, he thought, let's see whether this punch of mine can break through this wall. He then delivered a single punch and shattered the mountain wall. Qin Chen said, this is quite a powerful technique. I won't use it too often. Now get out of here quickly, or this entire place will come crashing down. When the elder returned to his cave, he saw the mountain collapsing. The elder said, did someone come here while I was out? He then noticed that his supreme body vessel was gone. The elder said, even my supreme body has been taken. This must be the work of that scoundrel Qin Chen. Wherever you are, Qin Chen, I will track you down. You made a huge mistake coming to my hideout. The scene then shifts. We see Suan, who is extremely worried about Qin Chen. She thought, where did he disappear to in the middle of the concert? Just then, Qin Chen arrived with Lin Qi's sister. Qin Chen said, don't ask me anything right now. It's a very long story. This girl is in serious condition. Call an ambulance immediately. Suan said, all right, I'm calling one now. Qin Chen thought to himself, surviving this must have been extremely difficult for her. She made it this far only because she has a yin body. If she hadn't had a special body, she would certainly have died by now. The scene then shifts to a hospital. Lin Qi, in tears, said, sister, I am so happy to see you. Suan said, you did really well. Qin Chen said, we still need to save Jin Hong. Just then, Jiyun arrived and said, Qin Chen, are you all right? My assistant told me about your situation a little while ago. Qin Chen replied, yes, I'm completely fine. But don't speak so loudly. This is a hospital. Now quickly hand over your perfume bottle. Jiyun said, what perfume? I don't know what you're talking about. Qin Chen said, look, if you value your life even a little, hand over that perfume bottle right now. If there's anything worth more than your career, it's your life. Jiyun said tearfully, I don't normally use this. You made me very angry, which is why I used it. Qin Chen replied, no excuses are going to work here. Hand over that bottle right now. Jiyun gave him the perfume, and Qin Chen used his energy to extract all the ghosts from inside it. Jiyun said in shock, what on earth was that? Qin Chen replied, see for yourself where your good luck was actually coming from. These ghosts were giving you success and good fortune, but in exchange they were stealing your lifespan. Jiyun said, I had no idea I was walking around with something so dangerous. And everything I am today is because of this thing. Just then, Qin Chen grabbed hold of the ghost. He said, Jiyun, your biggest misunderstanding is believing that all your success was given to you by this ghost. Yes, it may have helped you a little, but everything you have achieved came from your own hard work and talent. If this ghost could make anyone famous, the person who created it would have used it themselves. Saying this, Qin Chen destroyed the ghost. Qin Chen then said, if you want to live a safe life in the future, never trust things like this. It's true that they can bring great benefit for a short time, but it's equally true that they will ultimately lead to a very bad end. Jiyun said, thank you so much for helping me. If it weren't for you, I never would have broken free from this thing's trap. Qin Chen replied, well, I didn't help you for free. I hope you'll transfer my fee to my account on time. Jiyun said irritably, all you care about is money. Don't worry, I'll send your payment to your account on time. Just then, two men suddenly appeared in front of Jiyun. Jiyun asked, who are you people? But they quickly approached Qin Chen. Qin Chen asked, who are you and what do you want? The guards said they were from the Feng family and that their young master wanted to meet him. He was waiting at a nearby cafe and asked Qin Chen to come along. Qin Chen replied, look, I don't have time to keep meeting people like this. Next time, make an appointment and I'll meet then. The guards said their young master needed to talk to him about a certain person and showed him a video of Jin Hong. Qin Chen said, that's Jin Hong. In the video, Jin Hong said, Mr. Qin, please don't worry about me. No matter what these people say, do not come here. This place is very dangerous. Qin Chen said angrily, these people have put Jin Hong in such a terrible state. The guard said, if you meet our master, he may agree to release him. Qin Chen said, all right, take me to your young master. Qin Chen then went to the cafe with them. Young Master Feng said, Mr. Qin, I have heard a great deal about you. When I found out that you had defeated the elder of Xuanming Mansion, I was very surprised. Qin Chen replied, don't beat around the bush, get straight to the point. He also thought to himself, looking at this man, he's not all that powerful. He definitely didn't call me here to fight. The man then slid some money across the table and said, please accept this. Qin Chen asked, tell me what you actually want first. Young Master Feng said, look, you know what I want. There's no point in pretending here. Just because you take something from the Feng family and keep it for yourself doesn't mean it becomes yours. Return everything to us, and in exchange I will return Jin Hong to you. Qin Chen replied, but I haven't taken anything from you, so what exactly am I supposed to return? Young Master Feng said, it seems you don't care about Jin Hong at all. Qin Chen said, look, these empty threats of yours are not going to work on me at all. You're just going around in circles like a merry-go-round. I can't even figure out what you're actually trying to say. And as for Jin Hong, I already know he's with you. and trust me, I will rescue him very easily. Young Master Feng said, you'll rescue him only if you make it out of here first. Guards, stop this scoundrel. Teach him a lesson. Qin Chen replied, this few people won't be nearly enough to teach me anything. He then released his energy and threw them all aside. Young Master Feng said, Qin Chen, it took our family years to collect all those pills. If you quietly return them to us, I am willing to forget everything. Qin Chen thought to himself, so that's what he was going on about. The pills? But I already consumed all the pills. What am I supposed to return? Qin Chen said aloud, I told you, I don't have those pills. Whether you believe me or not is entirely up to you. The guards asked, young master, what should we do? Feng replied, we couldn't defeat him here, so we'll take our anger out on Jin Hong instead. As he left, Qin Chen thought, it seems the Feng family and the Xuanming mansion are working together. After I walked out of there, they must have become very angry, and now they're probably thinking about killing Jin Hong. But the good news is that I managed to pull a single hair from this young Master Feng. I can use that to track Jin Hong's location. Hold on a little longer, my friend. I'm coming to save you soon. On the other side, some guards standing over Jin Hong were saying, this guy is extremely unlucky. Our insects are draining all the energy out of his body. It would have been kinder if our young master had just killed him outright. Just then, Qin Chen arrived and knocked both guards unconscious. Opening the door, Qin Chen said, my friend, this must have been incredibly difficult for you. He then used his energy to kill all the worms. Qin Chen said, you are badly injured right now. You don't need to say anything. Jin Hong said, Mr. Qin, this place is very dangerous. Why did you come here? Qin Chen replied, we'll talk about all of that later. For now, let's get out of here. Don't make any noise. Jin Hong then warned, you don't understand, that scoundrel from Xuanming Mansion must be nearby. Just then, the elder of Xuanming Mansion arrived. The elder said, I knew you would do anything to save your friend. That very quality of yours became your downfall. Qin Chen says coldly, so, you're Elder Master Haishan of the Xuanming Mansion, aren't you? I've heard you're incredibly powerful. I didn't expect you to rely on such childish tricks in a fight. And you're not even here in person. You sent a clone instead. Haishan replies calmly, I've used this clone to travel many places, yet no one has ever realized it wasn't my real body. You're the first person to see through it. However, I didn't come here to fight. I came to talk. Qin Chen scoffs. Well, I don't like your way of talking at all. Haishan says indifferently, I already know that you merely know this person. You don't have any deep connection with him. Otherwise, just like Suan, you would have already come forward to protect him. You took the girl with the supreme body out of my cave, which is why I was unable to achieve a breakthrough that day. If you help me achieve my breakthrough, I will certainly help you in return. Qin Chen thought to himself, how could I possibly help him achieve a breakthrough? Could it be that the Su family has something this man needs? Haishan said, according to legend, the most powerful beings are dragons. Some dragons lived on land, and others lived both in water and on land. Those were known as heavenly dragons. If you were to obtain a heavenly dragon, there is nothing in this world you could not achieve. And if you were to forge an armor using that dragon, no one would ever be able to harm you. I have heard that the Su family possesses a real heavenly dragon. If you help me reach that dragon, I will become your ally. Qin Chen then burst out laughing. The elder said, I'm not joking. Why are you laughing? Qin Chen replied, look, I don't know who told you about this heavenly dragon, but the funny thing is the way you brought it up. Are you perhaps talking about the very dragon that I already have? Weishan said excitedly, I never imagined I would find a heavenly dragon this easily. Now I'll just kill you and take it from you. But Qin Chen immediately attacked and wounded him. Qin Chen said, did you think this was some candy you could just snatch away? Weishan said, you've destroyed my clone, but I am still very much alive. I will find you soon enough, and I promise I will rip that heavenly dragon right out of you. Qin Chen replied, fine, I'll be waiting for that day. Jin Hong said, Mr. Qin, what is going on here? Qin Chen replied, the further you stay from all of this, the better it is for you. Let's get to the hospital right now. Jin Hong said, thank you so much for saving me. Qin Chen replied, if it weren't for me, none of this would have happened to you in the first place. He also thought to himself, hey Sean and the Feng family, you've made a very grave mistake by hurting the people close to me. When Qin Chen brought Jin Hong to the hospital, the doctors called the police because they suspected Qin Chen was the one who had put Jin Hong in that condition. Qin Chen thought, explaining all of this was extremely difficult. If Jin Hong hadn't vouched for me, they definitely wouldn't have believed a word I said. All of this ended up wasting a lot of my time. I still have my fight with Jiao coming up and I need to prepare for that. Let me go check on what Jiaodi and Suan are doing. Just then, as Qin Chen was walking, a man said to someone, Master Tian, Qin Chen is right in front of us. Shouldn't we attack now? Tian replied, this is the perfect time to attack. Saying this, he activated a formation. Qin Chen thought, what is happening here? Tian then attempted to attack Qin Chen, but Qin Chen used the power of his dragon to neutralize the attack. Qin Chen said, "You still have a chance. Step forward now. If you come out on your own, I might let you go, but if I have to come and find you, it will go very badly for you." Tian said, "So you'd actually try to fight me? It seems you have no idea which master you're dealing with. Many great masters have been brought to their knees after getting caught in my formation. Let's see how you get out of this one." Saying this, he entered Qin Chen's mind. Tian said, "This man's mind is completely empty. There's nothing special here at all. Now that I've entered, I'll destroy everything here." But then Qin Chen appeared before him and said, "So you've had a look around my mind, have you? Then get out now. This is not a public park where you can wander around as you please." Tian said, "Dragon, please forgive me. I had no idea this was your home." Coming out, Tian said, "How can you possibly have a heavenly dragon? I always thought heavenly dragons only existed in myths and legends." Qin Chen said, "Tell me quickly, who is your master?" Tian replied, "What would you even do with that information? Besides, you're not getting out of this formation alive." Qin Chen said, "It seems you are an evil master." Tian replied, "You know how powerful I am, yet you still won't surrender? Everyone knows that no ordinary cultivator stands a chance against our evil arts." Qin Chen said, "Do you think I don't know evil arts myself?" Tian said in shock, "You know evil arts too?" Qin Chen replied, "I don't know a great deal about these techniques, but I know enough to defeat you." Saying this, he used his energy to destroy the formation entirely. Tian said, "Don't get arrogant just because you destroyed my formation. I still have plenty of other tricks up my sleeve." He then moved forward to attack Qin Chen again. Qin Chen said, "I am completely exhausted from wasting my time with you. Now quietly tell me your master's name, or I will split you in two." Tian said, "Jiao sent me here." Qin Chen replied, "Next time you take on a mission like this, do your research on the target first. Not everyone is as generous as me. Most wouldn't leave you alive." Tian then said, "Wait a moment." Qin Chen said irritably, "Did I miss something, that you're calling me back again?" Tian replied, "You spared my life, so I want to give you a piece of advice. I have known Jiao for a very long time. He is someone who will sink to any level to achieve his goals, so do not make the mistake of underestimating him." The scene then shifts. We see Jiao training. Just then, someone came to him and said, "Big brother, Master Tian has failed." Jiao said irritably, "That old man is completely useless. Do this. Bring Qin Chen to the martial arts club. Today I will defeat that scoundrel in front of everyone and show the world my true power." Jiao said, "Qin Chen, that Jiao is very famous in the capital. Aren't you afraid of him?" Qin Chen replied, "Look, all I know is that he's just an ordinary officer working under your dad, so there's no reason for me to be afraid." Jiao said, "I've seen many people like you who think they're the best, but we should always remember that this world is very large. You will always find someone better than yourself." Qin Chen replied, "Thank you for demotivating me." Jiao said, "Listen to me and come under my protection. My dad is Jiao's boss, so I can tell him to call off the fight. Nothing will happen to you, and your reputation will be saved." Suan laughed and said, "Sometimes Jiao says the funniest things." Qin Chen said, "That's the best joke I've heard all year." Jiao said, "You are such an insufferable person. I was actually trying to help you, and I can already tell you're going to get beaten. I might as well clap for that." Suan then said, "Qin Chen, why did you accept Jiao's challenge in the first place? Do you just want to take your anger out on him, or do you have another reason?" Qin Chen replied, "You know that the resources available in the capital are far superior to what we have here. So sooner or later, you'll need to go to the capital. And Jiao is a very well-known young master there. If I defeat him, I'll already be quite famous by the time I arrive in the capital, which will make everything much easier for me." Suan said, "Well, those are solid reasons. I knew you wouldn't make any poor decisions out of anger." Qin Chen replied, "He gave me an opportunity. How could I possibly pass that up? Anyway, it's time to go. I'll be back shortly after defeating him." On the other side, Jiao said, "I called him for a meeting at 12 o'clock, and it's already 1 o'clock. Don't tell me that coward Qin Chen ran away out of fear." Just then, Qin Chen entered the ring and said, "There's no reason for me to run away from you." Jiao said, "I hope you came here mentally prepared." Qin Chen replied, "I'm saying this for the last time. Whatever happens in this ring is entirely your responsibility. After you've taken a beating, don't come crying that I went too far." Jiao then stepped forward to attack. The crowd cheered and said, "Jiao is absolutely incredible. He used his most powerful move right at the start of the fight. There's no way Qin Chen is leaving this ring alive." Jiao said, "Qin Chen is in serious trouble. Sister Wan, should we do something?" Suan replied, "Just trust in Qin Chen. Watch how he handles everything." Just then, a massive explosion went off from Jiao's attack. Continuing to throw punches, Jiao said, "I gave you a chance to run, but you deliberately walked in here to die." The crowd said, "Jiao looks absolutely furious today. He's going to grind Qin Chen's bones to dust." Jiao said, I can't watch this anymore. Qin Chen must have been finished off by now. Suan said, why hasn't Qin Chen retaliated yet? Zhao said, Qin Chen was talking so big just a while ago, but it all seems to have been nothing but empty words. When it actually came time to fight in the ring, he couldn't even move from his spot. A person like that doesn't even deserve to call himself a man. Just then, Qin Chen grabbed his hand. Qin Chen said, I was watching all along to see what you were actually capable of. But after seeing the full range of your attacks, I already know you're not going to be enough. Zhao said in shock, you're completely unharmed. How did you survive all of those attacks? Qin Chen replied, the straightforward answer is that I am considerably stronger than you. That's why your weak attacks couldn't do anything to me. Zhao said, please forgive me. I should never have provoked you. Qin Chen replied, you've left it far too late to be apologizing. He then landed a single punch that sent Zhao flying backwards. The crowd murmured among themselves, what just happened? Qin Chen defeated Master Jiao with a single attack. Jiaodi said, Qin Chen won so easily. Suan said, didn't I tell you that you were worrying for nothing? I've seen Qin Chen's abilities before. He was never going to lose to someone like that. Then Suan paused and said, wait, who is that second person in the ring? Just then, a man entered the ring and said, finding you was truly very difficult. Qin Chen asked, and who are you? The man said angrily, I am the one who is about to finish you off right here. So take a good look at me. Qin Chen replied, you want to kill me, but who exactly are you? Actually, his face looks very similar to that young Master Feng. I think these two are from the same family. Qin Chen said, your face alone tells me you belong to the Feng family. If you've come here to ask me for those pills, let me tell you up front. I didn't take them, and I already told your brother the same thing. Asking me repeatedly isn't going to get you anywhere. The man from the Feng family said irritably, you're calling that Feng Chen my brother? That weakling has no right to be called my brother. And honestly, you are also a complete fool. After picking a fight with the Feng family, any sensible person would have gone into hiding. But you were walking around out in the open as if nothing had happened. I'm giving you one chance. Return those pills right now. Perhaps out of respect for old Master Su, I might forgive you just this once. Qin Chen replied, I've had enough of your nonsense. The Feng family is capable of nothing but empty talk. Feng Lin said, it seems that after I kill you, I'll have to apologize to the old master, because he'll now have to go through the trouble of finding a new son-in-law. They both then began releasing their energy inside the ring. Everyone started running and shouting, get out of here. This place is about to be destroyed. If two grandmasters fight each other, nothing will be left standing. Feng Lin said, you see those people running away? They're not cowards, they're smart. They understand my power very well. You also have a chance. Surrender now. Qin Chen replied, you're awfully proud of yourself just for scaring off a few ordinary people. It seems it's the Feng family's habit to bully the weak, because they're clearly incapable of troubling anyone actually powerful. Feng Lin attacked and said, let's see how you handle this. But Qin Chen casually yawned and blocked his attack without effort. Feng Lin shouted, Python King, come forth. We need to show this man our true power. But Qin Chen countered and finished it off in a single move. Qin Chen said, how many times and in how many ways do I need to explain to you that you are nothing compared to me? Feng Lin thought to himself, what kind of power is this? He can't be more than 20 or 22 years old. How can someone this young be this powerful? The kind of energy he's releasing, I've only ever seen that level of power in my father. It seems all the information I was given about him was completely wrong. This man reached Grandmaster level a long time ago. But if I go back to the family having lost to him, everyone will mock me endlessly. If it were only about me, I'd quietly slip away right now. But my reputation is at stake, so I have no choice but to keep fighting. Thinking this, Feng Lin began charging up a massive amount of energy. Qin Chen said, this guy is in a real hurry to die. Everyone listen to me. Get out of here right now. It is not safe for any of you to be here. Everyone ran, shouting, Qin Chen is absolutely right. But just then, someone attacked and killed Feng Lin. We see that the attacker is none other than Xuanming Mansion's elder, Heishan. Qin Chen said, Heishan, what are you doing here? Heishan replied, hand over the supreme body right now. Then perhaps I'll let everyone here live. If you don't give her to me within one day, I will kill every single person present here. Saying this, he killed one of the bystanders to prove his point. Heishan said, you know I am from the evil sect, and killing people is no problem for me whatsoever. You have 24 hours. I cannot wait any longer. Qin Chen replied, stay true to your word. I will meet you here again in 24 hours. Heishan said, don't worry about that. I will wait here comfortably for 24 hours. I am the elder of Xuanming Mansion. I do not go back on my word. As he was leaving, Qin Chen said, Suan and Jiaodi, take care of yourselves. Everyone around was panicking and asking, who on earth is Master Heishan? He looks incredibly powerful. Meanwhile, Heishan thought to himself, let him bring the supreme yin body to me once. After that, I will take both his dragon and the girl from him. Coming outside, Qin Chen thought, what do I do now? Heishan has come here in his real body, ready to attack. Defeating his clone was easy enough, but with my current level of power, I cannot defeat his real body. And the biggest problem is that he has taken Suan and Jiaodi as hostages. I only have 24 hours. I need to act quickly. He then made a call and said, Scarface, I need your help. Buy every single herb you can find in our city and bring them to me immediately. The quality doesn't matter at all. Just buy everything. Scarface replied, Sir, don't worry at all. I'll get it done right away. Qin Chen thought, I need to prepare the array now, because that's what I'll use to achieve my breakthrough. The scene then shifts back to the ring. Jiaodi said, Sister Wan, I am very scared. Suan replied, don't worry at all. Qin Chen said he would come back to save us, and he will, I'm certain of it. Heishan said, I don't think he's coming back. He fooled you girls and ran away. Suan replied, Qin Chen has been approved by my grandfather, and on top of that, he is a genuinely good person. He doesn't think twice before helping strangers. So why would he hesitate to help his own people? Heishan said, you speak of your grandfather as though he were some great and powerful figure. If you were the capital's Su family, I might consider you powerful, but you're just a small branch of the Su family. In my eyes, you are nothing. Take my advice. Call Qin Chen and tell him to come here, because I'm finding it very difficult to hold myself back. Suan thought to herself, it's only been 2 hours since Qin Chen left. If I call him right now, he'll rush back in a hurry and his chances of winning will drop significantly. No matter what this man says, I cannot call him. But there is someone here who could help me. The problem is, they won't agree to do it. Saying this, Suan called someone. Suan said, can you help me? The girl on the other end replied, who exactly do you think you are? In the eyes of our Su family, you people are absolutely nothing. Why on earth would we help you? Suan said, if you help us, we can fulfill any request you make in return. The girl on the other end replied, do one thing. Tell your grandfather to kneel before me and return everything your family has taken from ours. Then perhaps I might consider it. But I know you're not going to do either of those things. So hang up and stop wasting my time. Suan said tearfully, I wish I had power of my own, so I wouldn't have to keep hearing all of this from the Su family. Jiaodi said, Sister Wan, what happened? Why do you look so troubled? Suan replied, I'm completely fine. Don't worry about me. You must be hungry. Do you want something to eat? Jiaodi said, I don't need anything. Just stay happy. If you're happy, everything here will be alright. The scene then shifts. We see Qin Chen setting up his array. Qin Chen said, now there won't be any problem with cultivation here. Just then, Scarface and Jin Hong arrived carrying a large quantity of herbs. Scarface said, we brought everything we could find in the market. Is this enough or should we get more? Qin Chen replied, this will be plenty. Thank you both very much. Scarface and Jin Hong said, you saved our lives. The least we can do is help you with small tasks like this. Qin Chen said, now everything rests on me. Move away from this mountain because a very dangerous energy is about to be released from here. Qin Chen thought to himself, this waterfall on the mountain has been untouched for thousands of years. Because of that, an enormous amount of earth energy has already accumulated here. Qin Chen then sat down to cultivate, and after a full hour of cultivation, he successfully gathered a tremendous amount of energy. Qin Chen said, golden core has gathered inside my body. I won't be able to sustain this power for very long. But even if I have it for just half an hour, it will be more than enough to defeat that scoundrel. Gathering all his power, Qin Chen created a golden core and consumed it, strengthening his body significantly. Jin Hong said, did Mr. Qin fail? He said dangerous energy would be released, but there's nothing coming out at all. Scarface replied, no, he cannot have failed. Just then, a tremendously dangerous energy burst forth from the mountain, and Qin Chen's hair turned completely white. Qin Chen said, this power is mine for only half an hour, but half an hour is more than enough to finish off that scoundrel. The scene shifts back to the ring. Everyone was saying, it's been a full 12 hours since Qin Chen left. It seems that scoundrel abandoned his girlfriend and ran away. Suan chose very badly for herself. Heishan said, where is your Qin Chen? You were showing so much confidence in him. Why hasn't he come to save you? Instead of waiting for him, why don't you just follow me? At least I'm not running away and leaving you behind. Just then, Jiaodi said, monster, take your hand off her. I'll admit that Qin Chen hasn't returned yet, but don't think that just because he's not here, there's no one to protect Suan. As long as I'm here, no one can lay a hand on her. The elder laughed and said, honestly, up until now I was just joking around. I had no real intention of doing anything. But girl, your words have made me very angry. Because of that, I will now kill both of you. But before he could attack, Qin Chen arrived. The elder said, you came at just the right time, because my patience was running very thin. Qin Chen said, you scoundrel, We agreed on 24 hours, and within just 12 hours you already showed your true colors. Now I will finish you off and put an end to this matter once and for all. Heishan noticed Qin Cheng's power and began to retreat. Heishan said, "How on earth did this man reach the golden core level within just 12 hours? How can anyone become this powerful in a single night?" Qin Cheng attacked and said, "Running is pointless. You won't escape." At the same time, Qin Cheng thought, "I need to hurry. My body is struggling to contain this power." Heishan said, "Anyone else would have been completely fooled right now. But you can't fool me with your temporary cultivation boost. I know that your power will fade very soon, and once it's gone, you won't even be able to stand." Qin Cheng thought, "This scoundrel has figured out my secret." Qin Cheng said aloud, "What does it matter that my power only lasts a short while? Even that is more than enough time to kill you." Heishan replied, "You think I'm that weak? I am not. We of the evil sect have many tricks." Saying this, he unleashed a massive swarm of worms to attack Qin Cheng. Heishan said, "There aren't enough to kill you, but there are more than enough to stop you." Qin Cheng said while destroying them, "They just keep coming. If I keep killing these, how am I ever going to fight him directly?" Just then, Heishan massively increased his power and brought the entire weight of the mountain crashing down on Qin Cheng. Heishan said, "I only used this technique to stop you, but it seems you couldn't withstand my power. After killing you here, I'll take you back to Xuanming Mansion and refine your dragon to forge a heavenly armor. Then, there will be no one left in this world who can stand against me. I will become the ruler of this entire world. And don't think I'll ever forget you. I will always remember you in my collection. If it weren't for you, I never would have obtained this heavenly dragon." Qin Cheng thought to himself, "He thinks I'm going to be defeated that easily. I was actually hoping he would use all his worms at once so I could kill them all in a single attack, and it looks like he has fallen right into my trap." Heishan thought, "I've had him pinned down for 5 minutes now. So, what if I had to use all my worms? At least I've killed him." But just then, Qin Cheng used all his energy to destroy every single worm at once. Heishan said in shock, "How is this possible? The worms I spent a lifetime training, he wiped them all out in just 1 second." Qin Cheng said, "Don't worry, I'll send you to join your worms very soon." At the same time, Qin Cheng thought, "I only have 30 seconds left." Heishan said, "My worms are gone, but my power is not. Now I will use this water to attack you." But we see that Qin Cheng was completely unaffected by the water attack. Preparing his attack, Qin Cheng said, "Final 5 seconds. I am going to put everything I have into this attack." He then used the nameless punch and launched a devastatingly powerful attack on Heishan. Qin Cheng thought to himself, "My power is gone. I can no longer sustain that dangerous power, but it's a good thing that I managed to accomplish what I needed to in my final moments. I can't pass out right now. Suan must be waiting for me." But just then, he collapsed into the water. Jin Hong and Scarface rushed over and said, "Brother, don't worry at all. They are completely safe." Qin Cheng thought to himself, "What are these people saying? I'm just praying that Suan is alright." The scene then moves to the following morning. Waking up, Qin Cheng thought, "Is this my house? There are sounds coming from the kitchen. Could Suan be cooking? But what exactly happened yesterday? Was Heishan killed? And who brought me here?" Opening the door, Suan said, "Qin Cheng, you're finally awake. You were unconscious for a full 12 hours. I made food for you. Eat it quickly." Qin Cheng replied, "All right, bring the food over." Suan said, "I made it really well. You're definitely going to love it." Just then, Qin Cheng noticed someone and said, "Girl, who are you? Looking at you, I can tell you are a martial artist. But Suan doesn't seem to know anything about that side of you. What exactly are you doing here?" The girl replied, "You don't need to be so alarmed. My name is Jianming and I am Suan's best friend. I could never even think of harming her." Qin Cheng said, "When it comes to Suan, I can't trust anyone." Jianming said, "Well, it's a good thing that you care so much about Suan. By the way, I didn't come here to see Suan this time. I came to see you. A truly remarkable plant is about to appear within our Jian family's territory. It is said that its medicinal properties are completely unmatched, and it grows only in the coldest region of the entire mountain. This plant appears only once every 100 years, and if it is refined and consumed in the right way, an ordinary cultivator's body can be transformed into a top-grade body." Qin Cheng asked, "And why exactly are you telling me about this? Aren't you afraid that I'll sneak into the Jiang family's territory and steal it?" Jiangming laughed and said, "It's not that simple, Mr. Qin. My family has 3 grandmasters dedicated to guarding that very plant. You cannot face all 3 of them at once." Qin Cheng replied, "3 grandmasters for a single plant? It must truly be something extraordinary." Jiangming said, "I want to make a deal with you. That plant is going to surface soon, and whoever gets their hands on it will become immensely powerful. I want that plant to go to you." Qin Cheng asked, "If 3 members of your own family are after it, why do you want me to have it?" Jiang Ming explained. All three of them are after the position of family head, and whoever obtains the plant will also obtain that position. I want to make sure none of those three gets it, so that the position of family head falls into my hands instead. Qin Chen replied, the fact that you have your own motive actually makes me trust you more. You said the plant grows at the end of the year, which means I still have plenty of time to prepare and obtain it. Just then, Suan walked in and said, it looks like you two have already become friends. Jiang Ming said, your boyfriend is truly a very good person. Suan said, how about we all have a meal together today? Just then, Qin Chen and Jiang Ming said in shock, who's there? Step forward immediately. An elder came forward and said, I must say, you people saved each other very quickly. But with this level of power, you won't always be able to protect Suan. Jiang Ming stepped forward and said, you dare try to control my friend's mind? You have a lot of nerve. I'm not going to let you off easy. The elder said, young people these days think far too highly of themselves. What happens next will be revealed in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.